all month long. Like a 2026 Elantra SE, just $159 a month. Or a 2026 Hyundai Tucson SE, just $199 per month. Plus a $250 gas gift card when you purchase your new Hyundai. Each comes backed by America's best warranty. 10-year, 100,000 miles with Hyundai Owner Assurance. Get down to CrownHyundai.com.
For full details, call 1-800-844-558-8149.
Some people are all talk, but conservative farmer Wilton Simpson gets the job done. That's why 61 Florida sheriffs, 24 former Cattlemen Association presidents, and Governor Ron DeSantis all agree. We need Republican Wilton Simpson for Commissioner of Agriculture. They endorse him because Wilton's done the job before. Safeguarding our food supply, he got it done. Conservative Wilton Simpson banned hostile nations, including China, from buying Florida farmland. Standing with our farmers and against overdevelopment, he got it done. Conservative Wilton Simpson increased farmland preservation by 243%. Expanding Florida's wildlife corridors, he got it done. Conservative Wilton Simpson created the Florida Wildlife Corridor Program and conserved 18 million acres of Florida land, including thousands of acres of working farmland. Wilton Simpson is a conservative workhorse who gets the job done. A proven conservative farmer endorsed by Ron DeSantis. Wilton Simpson for Commissioner of Agriculture.
Paid for by Wilton Simpson, Republican, for Florida Commissioner of Agriculture.
A cat named Mo, and you know your AC never picks a convenient time to quit, so when it does, call the company Tampa Bay Homeowners Trust, Blue Bear Total Home Services. With a perfect 5-star rating and over 500 Google reviews, Blue Bear shows up, does the job right, and stands behind their work. Right now, you can get 0% financing for 60 months or payments as low as $104 a month on a new AC system. Plus, get a Rude electric water heater for just $1,000 with any new AC purchase. Blue Bear, TotalHomeServices.com. The 5-star difference starts here.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio.
Here we go. All systems go.
This is the true story about Mackin. Check it.
Times are changing, more so each year. But the early morning storm pimp is here.
3, 2, 1.
People are expecting quite a bit.
Gotta figure out how to make money on this. I really want to.
I can feel it down in my plums. You're getting a nice bluish hue. Getting ready to take them to the farmer's market.
Okay, baby, but don't hurt yourself with that big juicy hog of yours.
In hard times, or when a man has worked at a job 30 years, they give him a watch, kick him in the butt, and say, hey, a computer took your place, daddy. That's hard time.
And those cars are going real fast and real laugh, son.
But he's gay. He's blind.
You ready?
Oh, wait. So we're just gonna wing it?
There's a big difference between winging it and seeing what happens. Now let's see what happens.
Now.
Right now.
Now, it's Senning Show. With your host, John Senning.
Oh, when the sun beats down and burns the tar up on the roof.
I don't know what it is, man. I don't know what it is. I was in my kitchen last night, and well, you know what it was? Let me take you on a journey here.
Okay. Walk me through.
I got a sub and a tub from Jersey Mike's.
Okay.
I wanted different chips, so I went to Wawa to get chips.
All right.
The chips that I retrieved were salt and vinegar. Boardwalk salt and vinegar.
What's that?
It was just salt and vinegar, but they called it Boardwalk salt and vinegar. So I was messing with my wife Danielle because she's from New Jersey, and I was like, "Does this taste like it's from the Boardwalk?" And this song just eventually embedded itself into my brain last night, and I've been singing it all morning. Welcome to Senning Show. My name is John Senning. this song just makes you feel something, doesn't it?
It's a little bop.
He
Makes you want to do a twist.
is the Brown Thrasher, a.k.a. Dizzy. Thank you for being here. Under the boardwalk.
Under the boardwalk.
Dude, like, the cool thing to do now is do, like, 90s style, 2000s style, and I think that's very much in our wheelhouse.
Yeah.
But what if we did, like, a 50s style party?
Like in the mix?
No, like a Prohibition style party almost.
Okay, yeah.
I'm just spitballing.
We would look good as like Boardwalk Empire.
Yes,
characters.
exactly, yeah. 800-771-1025 if you want to get involved with the program. Dude, this is what I've been having, like, visions of all of the things that I wish I would have done at karaoke on Friday night.
This is one of them?
Not this one,
okay.
but I do think that it's been really hearing the song last night has made me
appreciate
and realize that I should have done it at karaoke, but also made me realize that I need to start peppering in more of the golden oldies that I love so much into the show, because there's a lot of jams out there.
I'm not sure how they translate into karaoke though.
Dude, I could kill this one at karaoke.
But does the crowd want it?
You know what? Sometimes you got to do you. There's the songs that are for the crowd, and there's the songs. This one, though, I think it could pop the crowd.
Yeah, they say do 2 for them, 1 for you, right?
Is that what they say?
Yeah.
I like it if it's work. Thank you to everybody watching the Vroom 1025 The Bone on YouTube. You can get up in there and chat with the other fine folks. I do have a bit of an update from yesterday's program.
Oh.
I don't think that Mike Cernak wants to kill me anymore.
Oh, you guys are good now.
Well, he says we're good, and I'm going to take him at face value. But
who approached you?
Well, he was eating lunch with the rest of the engineer crew.
Oh, and you approached the whole table?
Well, no, I didn't.
Okay,
I did.
good.
Well, I walked in. I was like, hey, kind of like I was begging for it. I was looking for a little hello or a little anything. Nothing. So then I'm over there making my coffee, and I just feel this energy in the break room of just not good. So then I'm about to just walk past and walk in here like nothing is up, but it's not in me. So I just go, I turn back and I go, hey, Mike, we good? We good? And he did tell me we were good.
Was that right away, or was it after some?
It wasn't like
like we're good, dog. Yeah.
And if you weren't listening yesterday, Jacob 2 times called, and then I called our engineer Mike Cernak, and he thought that Jacob 2 times had his number and was just calling him.
Great prank.
And he came in the studio, was very mad. We bothered a big time meeting. Things were not good, and today was the first. I'm the one who I guess did something wrong, so I shouldn't need to be reassured that we're good. He was just like, yeah, we're good. Yeah, we're fine. Everything's good, which I didn't really believe.
I don't think Mike Cernak's going to hold a grudge, man.
But you want to know what? I think he will make you worry about it for a minute, though.
Yes, he has that kind of. He kind of has the other Mike in the building, Mike Oliveros, where it's like, are we good though?
Yeah, they like to keep you guessing.
Yeah.
And they kind of like when you don't really know. Shout out to Mike Olivero, by the way. There's a big time meeting going on. I was actually trying to think.
Right now?
Yeah, I think this is the type of meeting where it would only be funny to us because we know how serious the meeting is. They've got all of the big wigs from Budweiser and Great Bay, and Mel Martin is hosting the meeting. Like everybody is in that big conference room.
Yeah.
And I was just thinking, like, what could we do to bust in here? I just don't know that the juice would be worth the squeeze because people wouldn't be able to understand how bad it would be or how what a faux pas it would be to interrupt that meeting, except us. So not quite yet.
Yeah, I think I'm
but
good graces of some people.
And I won't. I won't throw you because you would probably be the one to have to get the blood on your hands.
Yes,
I would need you to like run in there and like even if let's just
Bapa Booey, just running in there.
What would we? If we're spitballing ideas here, like just for fun, what could you do like in that room?
Run in there and go. How come you guys are still in the building during the fire? We got to get out. We got to evacuate. Everyone out. I'm sure they would love me rushing out all the people they got in there.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to think. Maybe if you just went in there and I wonder if Joj is. No, Joj is not in there. Joj is not in there. Because I think it'd be funny if you went in there and be like, God,
What?
I was like a bathroom something. Like the toilets are overflowing.
There's feces everywhere. That type of thing.
Pretty much that's what it is. I experienced a feeling today, Diz. I don't know that you're at a point in life yet. You're not, and I just mean this because you're not as domesticated quite as I am.
Can't hold the boy down.
But yeah, exactly. You know, you're still a wild animal of sorts. But today I experienced a feeling in my adult life that I had never experienced before. And I'm going to put it up there with, and I can't even think of another one. Maybe you'll be able to make one up or offer one. For the first time in my adult life this morning, we got a brand new dishwasher, refrigerator, and stove.
Oh.
All at the same time.
New kitchen.
And when I tell you that it just is so fulfilling, I had a tough time leaving my house today. Like, I almost didn't want to be here just because I don't even have anything to do. I don't want to necessarily cook anything. The fridge wasn't even cold yet. The dishwasher, I don't even have any dirty dishes. But just something about new appliances, I think, might be an underrated. What am I? A millennial midlife type feeling that I just was not prepared for. Like, I knew they were coming. I knew that it was going to be a good day, but not until did I see those products in my in my kitchen did I feel it. And let me ask you this, while we're at it. Would you tip guys that delivered would you tip a guy that delivered an oven, a refrigerator, and a dishwasher?
I feel like you should, but I feel like I wouldn't want to.
I
feel like I'd get them lunch.
Yeah.
Is that the trick? Like, I got some KFC for everyone.
I had tip regret because I don't know.
You give them like a 20 each, maybe.
Well, I'm deciding what I want to say here and what I don't want to say here. So I guess there's like a law. You know how your refrigerator gets hooked up to the water line so you can have water in your refrigerator? There's like a law that they can't touch that. Sounds like the dumbest thing ever. If there's anybody that's willing to co-sign on this and tell me that it's true, that would be great, but I didn't Google it. But so he's like, we can't do that.
Sorry, what did he say? I'm going to be you. Can you hook the water up?
No, sir. No, I don't want to expound too much about the origin of birth of these gentlemen. They were very, very nice. But that pissed me off. I'm like, well, what are we doing here then? Like, when you come and you pay for them to deliver your stuff and you pay for it to be installed, if you can't do the one thing. So they don't do the water thing, which I have to figure out how to do. I have to figure out how to turn off the water, unscrew the thing, put the thing back on. So then.
You know why they did that? Because water makes ice. And they're like.
Oh, that's a good one.
Thank you.
That's a good one. Write that one down. So he's there and it's fine. I'm annoyed by the water thing, but I'm like, okay. And then he's leaving and I just have this moment where I'm just like, I should probably tip these guys.
Yeah.
So we have a little thing and I just grab the cash out of it and I give him the cash. And then I walk into the kitchen and I'm looking at the refrigerator. I'm like, man, this refrigerator feels warm. And I'm like, what's going on here? And then I realized they didn't even plug it in.
You got to do that yourself too?
That was my thought, is that it's not the end of the world. But
what's installing if they're not at least plugging it in?
Well, that's
at the very least.
That's ultimately the point that I brought myself to, was that all you really did was plug in the oven, and then you didn't even plug in the refrigerator or hook up the water line because you said it was against the law. So
you didn't check their work before you tipped them?
No, I didn't.
Oh, that's really on you.
And of course, Danielle immediately was like, yeah, I would have done that. So
I mean, you're a nice guy, so I get it. That's a John thing to do. But also make sure you check their work.
Doing the best that I could. But the crazy part is, it gets worse. The dishwasher isn't functioning yet.
Yeah.
Because they said they needed a special plumber to be able to hook up the dishwasher.
So you tipped them, and nothing's been installed, John, is what I'm hearing.
The oven works.
Okay.
The oven is working.
Did you take the old pizza boxes out the old oven?
No, I cleared those out. I said, hey, just so you guys know, there are 5 pizza boxes in there. But needless to say, they got tipped very, very handsomely, and they didn't actually install. They delivered it, which is nice, I guess, but I just don't know what the installation process was.
How many of them were there?
There were 2.
2. So was it? I'm going to say a number.
Okay.
50.
No. You're well, yes, you're there. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a lot. what I'm pointing at?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I don't know why. I don't know why necessarily. It was an impromptu decision to even do it. I hadn't thought about it all morning. It was just they were done and they were leaving, and I'm like, all right, let me give these guys some money.
Yeah.
And then I went in there and was like, oh, wow, these guys didn't actually really do anything.
No.
And I even said it. I said, do we have a phone number for these guys?
Yeah.
I wanted to call them because for a minute, in spoiler alert, not Johnny Fix-It-All over here. For a minute, I thought there was no cord to plug in the refrigerator. Like there was no, like not only was it not plugged in, but there didn't appear to be a cord. So I'm looking everywhere for a cord. I'm looking in the drawers. I'm looking all around. There's nothing to plug into the wall. Eventually, it was just like wrapped up real tight and like tucked in the back. But
you know what you should have done? You should call Jacob and then three-way Mike and be like, Jacob, ask Mike, what's up with my fridge and stuff? Ask him questions to troubleshoot it. That would have been awesome.
We need a new victim, okay?
Okay.
I've made peace with the fact that Mike hates me. I just would rather not pile on at this point. I'd rather have somebody else who hates me. All these people are calling, guaranteed they're going to tell me that it is against the law to touch the water line. Senning Show, you're live. Who's this?
Hey, this is Cody. I own a handyman company. I'm literally putting up shutters I just painted. That's complete crap, man.
Whoa.
This guy just didn't want to do the work.
Whoa, you're saying there's no reason why they couldn't have just hooked up the water line?
Yeah, exactly, man. It's existing. It's in your home. There's no jurisdiction from the city unless it's something that's like, preordained. But that sounds like some sort of old school. No. He just wanted to pass the buck and get a quick tip and get out of there.
All right. Well, I appreciate your honesty. Thank you. It did just strike me as like I tried to run it through my head on why that would be, and I couldn't figure it out in my own head. Because, like, you could have all sorts of people come into your house and do all sorts of work on your water lines and everything.
Yeah.
Like, because they're refrigerator appliance people, they can't touch. Well, it's fine. It's hooked up. Everything's fine. But
do they at least, could they, if you wanted, I guess you couldn't know this now and answer this really, but, I would assume you could just be like, all right, well, walk me through it and I'll do it.
And they kind of did.
Okay.
I mean, it really was. I think the other thing was it was just kind of the easiest thing ever.
Yeah.
So the fact that they couldn't or didn't want to or refused to do it, I just found to be interesting.
Because I know at certain places, I want to say Costco, if you go get a new battery and you go to their little car place, they can't put it in. They're like, we can tell you what to do. We can give you the tools, but we legally can't. So
how much you want to bet? That guy said it's complete crap. The next person's going to say that's absolutely wrong.
Oh, yeah.
Senning Show. What about that water line? New segment we're doing. What about that water line? 740.
Hello?
Yes. What's up, dude?
So I work in construction. Usually it's a liability issue. Some companies will do it, and some won't just do the liability. So if that line breaks, floods your house, they're responsible.
I understand that, but what about like a plumber? Wouldn't that mean that every are plumbers just insured differently, and that's the difference?
Yeah, well, yeah, they probably just.
Thank you. Your phone sounds like it's coming from the bottom of the sea. But,
yeah.
Dude, by the way, speaking of bottom of the sea, have you watched or have you heard anything about this documentary on Netflix, The Shipwrecked Nightmare at Sea? Did you watch it?
It's so funny. I was with someone yesterday, and they told me that. I go, that sounds like something John would watch.
Dude,
and she was like, yes.
We watched it last night. I don't know how this was. It was in 2011. I don't know how this isn't talked about in a way that is much different than the way people talk about it. First of all, I assumed, just because I hadn't ever heard much about it, that it was like a small little cruise line that nobody's ever heard of. This boat was one of the biggest cruise ships ever made.
It's like a Titanic?
Yes, it really is like the Titanic. And the stuff that happened on this boat is so insane. To boil it down to the simplest fact possible, the captain of the boat pretty much was in denial and did not want anybody to know that he wrecked the boat. The weirdest thing about it is this thing happened. I don't know how far it actually was, but it was, let's say, I don't even want to guess, but they were right by the shore.
Yeah.
They were right by the shore, and they hit this big ass rock, and he never called for help. At one point, the Coast Guard or whoever the hell's over there in Italy is asking him, what's going on? He's like, we just got a power outage. At this point, the boat is starting to actively sink as
taking out water.
As he's telling them, no, we just got a power outage here. And dude, a lot of people were recording on hand cameras and stuff, and there's tons of footage of what's going on this boat, and a bunch of people died, dude. And it is this captain pretty much was a piece of garbage. There's no other way to say it. If a quarter of the stuff that he's accused of is true, he's got so much blood on his hands. Dude, he left the boat. Dude,
he took off?
Dude, he got off the boat before most of the passengers did.
Captain's supposed to go down with the ship.
Dude, and then I'm giving away a lot here, but near the end, they ended up having audio of when the captain like made it to the people that were in the Coast Guard, and like the guy that runs the Coast Guard was like, "What in the hell is wrong with you?
Yeah.
Get back." I didn't know this. Abandoning ship when you're a captain is a crime.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
He's literally like, you're abandoning ship. You need to get your ass back on your boat right now. He's like, no, I'm here to help with the rescue mission. He's like, you need to get back on the boat. But just the stories of these people, it's the Titanic, dude.
Yeah.
It literally is the Titanic. They did not call an abandoned ship and let people get down in the lifeboats until almost an hour after they hit this damn rock. And some of the lifeboats, because the boat was tipping on its side like this, they couldn't even make it. They couldn't even make it down to the water.
Oh,
so people are just falling out of the side of the lifeboats.
Titanic. Yeah,
it was straight up Titanic. There's one dude who was working in the kitchen. He got stuck in the restaurant until like they eventually went into the boat with divers. He got stuck in the boat. And the divers found him like inside the
air
restaurant,
pocket?
in a little air pocket. Anytime I've ever been on,
that's terrifying.
I've ever been on a cruise, it's kind of just like a thing like, this cruise isn't gonna, like, this is gonna be fine. Like, cruises, and they don't really sink like that. But watching this, it is like your worst nightmare that you could ever fathom on a cruise ship come to life.
Yeah, it's so funny you asked it because I literally heard about this yesterday. I was like, and I was going to tell you about it during the break. I'm like, man, have you seen this?
Yeah.
So it came out like a couple days ago. And you watched it?
Yeah, it came. Well, it's funny because it came out last weekend, and my mom and dad were here, and we went out. We went out to do karaoke. And my mom and dad had just started it, so I think it came out last Friday. But highly, highly, highly recommended. It had me one of those things where you always say if you're not looking at your phone, if you can be fully captivated. I was on the edge of my seat watching the whole damn thing, and it is I think it was like 30 or 40 people died, but it could have been.
Ago?
It happened in 2011.
Yeah, I don't remember any of this.
And that's the thing. I don't remember any of it being reported at the time. But it was a Costa Cruises was the cruise line, and they really had prided themselves on making the biggest, most luxurious boat out there in the water, and it all went wrong. And it's just wild to see the footage of the people, specifically like when it's time to get off the boat and they're all fighting to get on. It's just like a Titanic you've seen Titanic, right?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
I have a child. Like it's all these people like they're fighting and people are calling. The craziest thing about it is people are calling the police and they're going, the boat is lying to you. They're lying to us. The ship is sinking.
Oh.
And the police are like, no, it's just a power outage. Everything is fine. And they're like, no, the boat is sinking. Like you would think there would be hundreds of different first responders coming and rescuing people. That was not the case. It was like they weren't even far offshore and they just let this boat sink right there. A bunch of people died. I'd definitely watch it. It's pretty
Still
crazy.
rather be on that cruise than the poop cruise, though. I'll tell you that.
I'll give you that. Yeah. I think so. Yeah, I think so. I found an article this morning that was like the 10 facts about the cruise that you didn't know. They said it took $2 billion in 5 years to get the boat out of the water. Like you would go there years later and the boat was still right offshore. This cruise ship just sank right off the shore.
Just parts of it sticking out of the water.
Pretty much,
and stuff.
yeah. And dude, you could see it clear as day. There was just he just ran over this big ass rock / little mountainous piece right in the water, and it just cut the boat right down the side all the way. And they've got the audio of like the moment that it's happening. He's telling him like, turn, and the guy's like, it's too late. It's too late. It's pretty wild.
Well, go get your tickets for Culture Cruise 20.
Exactly.
Everyone,
I don't think
starts in April.
Yeah, just bring an extra life jacket. Well, it is crazy too because they interview some of the staff members and they're talking about how to work on a cruise ship you have to be like trained a certain way to swim, and that's just a bizarre thing to me. Like
you got to be able to tread water for hours or something.
Well, it's funny because a lot of people said that when they went for their training for the cruise ship training, they just put them in a pool with a life jacket for like 3 minutes, and we're like, okay, you're good now.
What?
Yeah, you've cleared. You've cleared the test. Hold on. Who's this? Welcome to Senning Show.
This is Bob. How you doing today, guys?
Bob, hey, what up?
Okay, listen, John. I sold appliances for 14 years at one of the big stores.
I believe you.
And I don't know where you bought your appliances. I don't even know the brand.
I'll tell you this: it's one of the biggest. It's one of the biggest stores you could think of. I'll tell you that.
Okay, what brand did you buy? What brand appliances?
I went Frigidaire, baby, made in America.
Okay, well, I mean that's not bad, but that's not bad. What the
hell, Bobby? What the hell, Bobby?
Calling him low class?
Come on, I grew up next to a Frigidaire, man, my whole life. It was I thought it was a good pick.
Okay, LG is the best, but anyway. But it's a little bit more expensive, too. But anyway, I don't know what you know about hooking things up, like the dishwasher and the...
I don't know anything, Bobby. I don't know anything.
Okay. Get a plumber to come and do it. Because, first of all, I don't know if you had a dishwasher before.
Yeah, they are. They're supposedly sending a plumber. They're sending a plumber.
Okay, because they need to put new water lines on. I don't know why this company sells appliances and they hook them up at the same time.
I will tell you, they're a very, very, very large company, probably one of the biggest companies around, but they sell everything. I'm not going
to... I'll tell you where I worked. I retired from Home Depot.
Oh, okay. Well then, my friend. Funny you should say, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. Yeah, and the thing of it is,
sometimes you be your own people. You know what I'm saying?
When we built, yeah. If I don't know.
Thank you, Bobby. I appreciate it. You've chastised me and belittled me enough today.
He said, "All right, I guess that's a decent thing to put in your house."
I thought the Frigidaire was. I thought it was making a good choice, Bobby. Friendly reminder: tomorrow we are headed to the beach. Senning Show will be broadcasting live from the Wyndham Grand Resort on Clearwater Beach, 1 to 4, and then we're doing a bourbon tasting. Shout out to Liquor Depot. Shout out to Jeremy with Angel's Envy. There's going to be, I believe, 5 bottles. It's going to be a guided tasting. So if you're into bourbons, or if you're not and you want to learn a lot about bourbons, this will be a great opportunity to sit down. We'll have each individual pour. Jeremy will explain to us the processes, the flavors, and all of that. The Wyndham is going to have a great tasting menu for people to munch on and buy if you want to have that to accompany your tasting. So come on out. I can't think of a better place to spend your Friday than right on the beach. I will say, I hate saying things that I think are going to happen, and this isn't even a diss. It's just in this building. Well, okay, I guess this is about to be a diss.
Here we go.
In this world. I was going to say in this world, and I said in this building. It just feels like when you say something's going to happen, it might not. I think we're going to be on Bo TV tomorrow. I think we've gone through the processes. Shout out to everybody in the Vroom Vroom Room. We do this for you. That we will be live video from the beach tomorrow.
That'll be interesting.
It should be a good time. I think Corey Cardinal is going to be with us for the most part as well. I want to see if I can get. Well, Corey's got a lady, right?
Corey's doing his thing.
I was just going to say I want to see if we can get Corey to make out with a rando, but he may not be built.
He's going to be doing that.
Well, you say that, but I mean, you don't know the rando that we find.
That's true.
But again, I'm not speaking for the guy. We'll ask him tomorrow.
Yeah.
Senning Show, you're on the air. Who's this?
Hey, how you doing? I do kitchen repair. I apply stuff in kitchens. I hear you tip for free. I'll start Monday. Should I bring my effing tools?
That guy's hired, dude.
Yeah.
That guy is absolutely hired. Please, sir, just show up. Whenever you're ready, I'll be there. All right, let's step aside for a moment. When we come back, very excited. It's been a little bit of time. He is a legend. He is locally. He is a social media figure known around the world. And as hurricane season gets going, it's time to check in with him. We'll do some weather talk and probably a little bit of vroom vrooming too. The one and only Mike of Mike's Weather Page is going to join the program next. Don't go anywhere. Keep it locked to 102.5 The Bone. More Senning Show on the way.
You're listening to Senning Show on 102.5 The Bone. 102.5 The Bone. It's talk radio where we say what we want all day long. You know that crazy you think about all day, every day? Well, you may think it, but we say it. That is 102.5 The Bone. Real raw radio.
4.2 stars. Keep scrolling. 4.9. Now you've got my attention. That's how it works with restaurants. But after a car crash, the stakes are a lot higher. At Farrah & Farrah, we don't chase stars. We earn them. Injured? Call us.
Tampa.
Crown Hyundai. where you can find 4th of July offers all month long. Like a 2026 Elantra SE, just $159 a month. Or a 2026 Hyundai Tucson SE, just $199 per month. Plus a $250 gas gift card when you purchase your new Hyundai. Each comes backed by America's best warranty. 10-year, 100,000 miles with Hyundai Owner Assurance.
Get down to Crown.
CrownHyundai.com.
For full details, call 1-800-844-558-8149.
What up, everyone? It's Dizzy for Kava Social Club. And I know what you're thinking. How does something like Kava Social Club open up multiple locations across the Tampa Bay area? I'd like to think it's the Dizzy rub. But when you take the time to make freshly daily mixed kava, kratom, fraps, coffee, yes, they have everything, teas, homemade Florida Man, THC-infused drinks, and much, much more, it's hard to argue with the numbers. Quality over quantity, and I believe that means show up for the quality and don't be part of the quantity that's missing out on this. Visit them online at thekavasocialclub.com and find an event that works for you. Karaoke, trivia, jousting, massage night, basket weaving, Mandarin classes, interpretive dance, and much, much more. Now, you got to realize some of those I made up off the top of my head. You really need to go to thekavasocialclub.com and check the events page to make sure these exist. Follow them on IG at Kava Social Club and stay up to date on their new move to Pinellas Park. Kava Social Club, where your vibe attracts your tribe. Pull out, baby.
John Senning here. Look, I don't need to be an attorney to tell you distracted driving is bad. And Tampa attorney Mo DeWitt sees the aftermath every day, and it's awful. Do me a favor. Eyes on the road, hands on the wheel, and keep it right here on 102.5 The Bone. If you're injured on the go, just call Mo. Just call MOE.com.
Is your financial advisor managing your risk or just a spreadsheet? Hi, I'm Jeff Jr., founder of Trajan Wealth. Many financial advisors rely on target date funds, which are one-size-fits-all portfolios that don't know your name, your family, or your goals. And that passive management can leave you dangerously exposed. At Trajan, we look at the whole picture, not just the stocks everyone else buys, but the private market opportunities most advisors ignore. And as fiduciaries, we build a strategy around you, coordinating your investments, tax strategy, and estate into one cohesive plan. Your financial life deserves more than just a generic portfolio. Real planning isn't a stack of statements. It's the confidence of knowing where your income will come from for the next 30 years. Good enough isn't good enough for your family. It's time for a change. Schedule your complimentary consultation today. Call 855-TRAJAN-1. That's 855-TRAJAN-1.
Advisory services through Trajan Wealth, LLC, an SEC registered investment advisor. Private equity investments require accreditation. Other services through Trajan Estate and Trajan Tax. Additional disclosures at TrajanWealth.com.
Hey, it's Mike Calty here to tell you about my friends at Stingray Chevrolet in Plant City. Their inventory showdown event is on. Over 500 new Chevys must go. Shop their best offers of summer. And have you heard trade-in values are up? Trade in now for a lower payment. Now's the time to lock it in. These one-time savings. Visit StingrayChevrolet.com. Together, let's drive.
Enjoy the difference.
I can't believe how spotless my floors look after using the Swiffer Power Mop. No more dragging around a heavy mop and messy bucket. Now I get the same deep clean without all the work. Thanks to the powerful solution and scrubbing pad of the Swiffer Power Mop, dirt and grime don't stand a chance, and I don't break a sweat. Mic drop. Mop drop.
Swiffer Power Mop. Swiffer Power Mop.
A smarter way to mop. Try it or your money back.
In the military, the mission was clear. You knew what to do. Now, the mission has changed. Stepping into civilian life isn't about finding a job. It's finding your purpose.
I wanted a career that would leverage the skills and discipline I gained in the military. IT just felt right.
My Computer Career offers class schedules that fit into your life and skills in high demand. Put your VA benefits to work. Visit mycomputercareer.edu/CWP to jumpstart your IT career today. An elite CompTIA certification partner. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
Budweiser is teaming up with Tampa Bay Outdoor Kitchens and Wild Fork Meat and Seafood Market to celebrate America's 250th birthday with the giveaway of a $10,000 outdoor grilling package. It's the Budweiser Grill for America Summer Sweepstakes. Details at theboneonline.com.
This isn't drive-through injury law. It's made to order. Fair and Farah.
Tampa. Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
You might know nothing, but at least you'll know that thing. Brought to you by Just Call Mo, Tampa's injury attorney. That thing. Each time time for That Thing right now on Senning Show.
1, 2, you know what to do.
Welcome back to Senning Show. Baby Friday. Thanks for being here. I'm John Senning. He's Dizzy. 800-771-1025. You know, we got this newfangled technology, and I'm hoping and thinking that it's going to work so that those watching on Bone TV can see our next guest as well. This is a guy, he really at this point needs no introduction. Whether you like it or not, Floridians lean on this man for their weather coverage, for their hurricane info, for the spaghetti models, for the journey through life. He is the one and only. Some know him as the Drunk Donkey, Mike of Mike's Weather Page. What's up, buddy?
Oh, what an intro, man. Yeah. I gotta control those shenanigan late night posts, apparently. But what the hell, right?
You look great, dude. The video looks great. I'm so glad this is working out. It's funny you say that because I see you. You're like so self-aware, and I think that's why people love your page so much. Is that you're not like attempting to put on some sort of facade or like have an image that you want people to see. You're just being you, and then if something hits some sort of way or you get feedback, then you just go out and openly talk about it. Is it getting, do you feel like that like sensation and that whole thing is getting better or worse the more time goes on and the more popular you get?
I think it's better. I mean, we travel, you know, we do different things, softball, camping, cruising, NASCAR, baseball, and we meet so many followers, you know, and the one thing, John, that I've learned is they're just like us. Like they have kids, they drink, they love what we love, and they like the shenanigans. You know, the shenanigans is a big part of a lot of people's lifestyles. You know, the ones that give me the hard time, they don't realize it. That's America. That's the majority of us having a good time. You know, I just happen to not hide it, I guess.
Dude, I have to say, I feel like I'm a part of magic right now, watching you live from the location and what you do, your morning brew. Like, I feel like I've made it to the big time, and then I even get to be a part of that. But you're absolutely correct. And that's, that's what's made you so popular and why so many people lean on you, not just during the times of hurricanes and storms, but during year round, because you're a fun, normal, all-American dude. And you know, that's what got you here. So never change.
Well, I'm not now, that's for sure. 22 years, man. And, you know, there's so much to talk about. Even though the tropics are slow, my audience is everywhere. Like we got Canadian wildfire smoke. We got, unfortunately, record floods again in Texas. There's always something.
Yeah, it is crazy. You bring up the fire smoke, because I know that there's been years where that's drifted down here. We haven't seen it yet this year, but my friends in Michigan were talking about how like they can't even go outside, and that the smoke is so brutal from those wildfires, and it seems kind of like out of sight, out of mind for the rest of the country right now.
Like Mars, man. It's literally there's people comparing pictures of Mars, and it's even I didn't believe it. I'd found a weather stem camera up in Massachusetts, and I shared it today, and it was orange as orange could be, and I didn't enhance the hues or anything. That's what these folks are looking at. Nuts, man.
Why is that? I don't know if you know like the science behind it. Why does that seem like such a new phenomenon? Like it feels like the last maybe 2 or 3 summers we're getting these Canadian wildfire smokes. Like I don't remember that through my whole childhood growing up in Michigan. Like what the hell's going on? Why are the forests burning so much in Canada?
Well, you know, it's tied to our pattern. You know, we got fronts. There's a front dangling in the upper Gulf right now. And last season we had fronts coming down. So it's just the lows and the highs. You know, we have severe weather happening more up north, you know, Maine, Michigan. They've had more tornadoes in Michigan and Illinois and Indiana than they had in Texas and Oklahoma. So it's just spinning the perfect angle, the jet stream. You know, the storms rotate counterclockwise, and they just happen to be hitting those fires and blowing that smoke across the upper part of the country there.
It's crazy. It is crazy to see. We've got Mike from Mike's Weather Page on with us right now. If you don't know who he is, you're sleeping under a rock, but follow him on social media, Mike's Weather Page, spaghettimodels.com. Always a great place to have on lockdown when storm season gets here. I've got to ask you, what the hell happened last Friday night? That was one of the most bizarre pop-up storms that I remember seeing. I think I saw that there were 50 57-mile-an-hour winds in St. Pete, even higher in Tampa. The way that storm came out of nowhere, and we never even actually got the storm. We never saw any rain from it. We just got the energy ahead of it. Was that just a supercharged summer storm? What the hell happened there?
Yeah, the flow's been crazy this season. Like, we've been getting them from the northwest. We were on the other coast, and I had 2 days of back-to-back mothership shelf clouds, like the most massive. And the same thing happened on our side over here. And it's the heat. And the dust actually creates a little, everybody talks about that African dust that hits us. It actually enhances that quick bursts of downfall, the way it energizes the atmosphere. It's electric, it's just the heat. The heat is energy, and it's got to go somewhere. We had that record heat last week. Heat index is like 110. So, yeah, it was a little more potent afternoon storm.
It really was. I just the way that the wind picked up so damn quick. Do you put any? I see this conversation going on, and it pops up, especially every now and again in the last couple years, about like certain cuts that have happened to the weather service and like weather balloons and stuff like that. Do you buy into the fact that maybe weather forecasting is just a little bit tougher right now than it was because of those cuts, or is that just kind of the political talking points that people like to fire up?
Yeah, I'm afraid when I read it online, it's definitely a political issue. I haven't seen any true, facts other than just opinions at this point. I mean, a lot of it's Midwestern weather balloon data. I don't know. We just have so much more resources now. I think we have better computer modeling that maybe, it's a newer way to forecast. So it's definitely political. I mean, a lot of NOAA guys and gals were retiring, and that became a hot topic. And it really wasn't that they were cut as much as they moved on, and then they hired a new batch of Mets. So I think they do a great job. I think weather is just unpredictable. I don't know if we're ever going to have 100%, a pulse on what's really happening out there. Today, though, I don't know if you follow, but the NOAA GOES 19 satellite went down last night, and that put everybody in a panic, and it just came back online. But that was our main satellite. That was more than anything weather news, because we weren't getting any satellite imagery. But I read this came back on a few minutes ago.
What are you thinking about this potential system that could churn up in the Gulf? I think it's still at 20% chance over the next 7 days. Maybe just some rain. Is that the worst case scenario?
Well, yeah. I joke it could be a rain without a name. Yeah. I don't see any reason to worry other than maybe some flooding, rain totals. West Central Florida seems to still be the hot spot. If low pressures spin counterclockwise, and if this low pressure sets up in the eastern Gulf, they could spin in a few days of heavier rains. It doesn't look like a washout, but I am seeing 7, 8, 9, 6, 7 inches of rain.
6, 7, maybe, 6, 7.
Across let's all do it.
Yeah, 6, 7.
Whatever that means.
6, 7.
Talking about a strip club there. You can say that on your show.
Yeah,
right?
Trust me, we say much worse on a daily basis. And then did I see another? Did they circle another spot like down off of the coast of Africa at 10%?
Yeah, it's out there. It's not going to do anything.
I was going to say too early for that, right?
Yeah, and these fronts like last year they recurve, but definitely this season. We got El Nino. It's a hot topic. I think our fall and winter are probably going to be the stories as far as storms go and flooding. Historically, anytime we have these strong El Nino events, we get a lot of storms in western or the lower part of the peninsula, West Central Florida. Flooding is 4 to 5 times greater during these super El Nino events. Severe weather is 3 to 4 times because the jet stream, if you follow weather, the El Nino creates a new jet stream in the wintertime. And I think that's going to be our big story is that. I mean, hurricane season is a flip of the coin. That. It only takes one. And as of right now, I don't see anything to stress about yet. That's good.
Yeah, it feels like, correct me if I'm wrong, I think that, the University of Colorado, or whoever it is that does all of the predictions for how many named storms and how many storms, I think they've gone back twice and lowered the numbers of overall storms. Is that correct?
Big time. Oh, yeah, they have. They update periodically, and their third update, they went down quite a bit. So, yeah, Super El Nino, man. Chris Farley. You said that.
Dude, I remember that. I remember that skit very, very, very well. Yeah,
we even got our beer coming out again, and we put the Spaghetti Model IPA El Nino edition.
Oh,
and I got Longo on the can, and we got this Mexican theme because El Nino comes from Spanish.
Yeah.
So I even made our beer this year based off El Nino.
Is there anything in the beer that makes it different? You put a little hint of lime or tahini or anything in there to make it El Nino edition?
Oh, hell yeah. Anthony, the brewmaster, he got special hops from Africa because it's kind of got the Saharan dust sunset on the can. And so we have real African hops in the beer.
I love to hear it. Well, it's fun. More time goes on in my life, the more I'm intrigued in weather and hopefully we don't have to talk about many storms, but it definitely feels like it only takes one. And the talk of the El Nino, everyone's like, it's going to be a dud. But really, if there was only one storm, depending on how big it was and where it hit, you look back on the season and you go, damn, that was a bad one.
Yeah, well, 22, we only had 2 storms hit the U.S. that year, and it was Ian and Nicole. And you ask anybody in Florida, it was not a slow year, right?
Yeah, I didn't realize that.
Yeah, I mean, the rest of the country thought it was slow. Now, last year, we had 3 5s and a 4, and none of them hit the U.S., so you think it's a slow year. So, everybody defines a season on the number of names. I think we all get wrapped up. How many names we're going to have? How many names we're going to have? 23, we had Idalia. It was the only storm that hit the U.S. that year, 23, and it hit Florida, and there was 22 storms that year.
Oh, that's crazy.
So we got our storms, everybody, but people think it was a slow season because nobody got hit. So it's tough to, message. We might only have 8 or 9 storms, but who cares if 2 of those are Ian and Nicole, right? I mean, it can happen.
Yeah, you would hope after what we went through a couple years ago that the vibe has changed in Florida, where people just take things more seriously, and especially if you're down on the beach. So many people are still, in a lot of ways, finally getting the pieces back together. So best case scenario, nothing. But if something does, I think people in this area specifically probably look at hurricanes a little bit differently.
Yeah, right. After Helene, man, when Milton came around, everybody got the heck out of Dodge. There was no trying to convince anybody.
Rightfully so. We've got Mike from Mike's Weather Page with us right now. Follow him on all your social medias, Facebook, X, TikTok, and SpaghettiModels.com. I've got to ask, since we've got you here, we haven't checked in a while. You still fully invested in the NASCAR season? You still vroom in these days?
Hell yeah. We're going to Daytona in August, and invitations there every year, man.
Dude, I've got to make the trip. I think what I've got to do is I've just got to commit to taking the next day off and not thinking that I can make it back here. But I've got to make it out, and just seeing your setup, dude. My dream is to be posted up in the kiddie pool with a Busch Latte in my hand next to Mike at the infield in Daytona. That's my dream one day.
Yeah, and don't worry if the water's cloudy.
Well, I would imagine that water stays clear for about an hour at best between the bodily fluids and God knows what else in there. Like
all those African hops,
dude. That's NASCAR living, baby.
Yeah, it's fun, man. The funniest story ever. We brought it to Talladega one time. We were the only ones in Talladega with a pool, and I put it in the golf cart trailer. So it was a 6x12 pool. These 6 dudes from college just randomly jump up in the pool with us, and there's 8 of us, and there are 6 guys I don't even know.
Bro it out. That's true bro love right there.
We live to tell about.
Who are you pulling for? Who's your number one pick that you'd like to see win the championship this year? I know you were going back and forth on Denny. I know you're a host of our guy. Who are you liking?
Yeah, it's hard for me not to love the kid, man, Carson. I mean, I don't want to sound like a bandwagon jumper, but they nicknamed him Hurricane. He loves iRacing. I love his attitude. He's always wearing old school Earnhardt stuff, and I just, glad he finally won. And I like him. I like what I see. I like his attitude. To me, NASCAR growing up was you loved the driver. Like everybody had a hero. You had an outlaw. You had somebody you hated. And I like that. I like some personality. And, I look forward to what he has to say next and who he pisses off next.
Well, and you can tell NASCAR is totally realizing that's their golden child right now, and that you've got to find those beefs. And now that I saw Denny was kind of trashing him this week on his podcast. Zane Smith had all of those comments about him last week. Like somebody's always coming at him, and I think NASCAR is finally smartening up to the fact that people want those rivalries. They want the beef. They want the little bit of pro wrestling mixed in there, and Carson Hocevar gives everybody that. So I'd love to see him make a real run. Dude, he looked great in Atlanta. I thought he had a chance of winning that race, and obviously it didn't happen at the end. And you want to know why it didn't happen at the end was because nobody was willing to help him. And I think that's what Denny was saying on his podcast was, you can be the bad boy and you can pride yourself on being a dick to everybody and saying that you don't have any friends, but when you come down to a race where you need somebody to push you to the finish, nobody's going to be there to do it.
Yeah, well, he had to push somebody, so that, but that's where teammates come in. That won't last very long if you got a Chevy guy behind you and doesn't push you, or vice versa. So eventually they're going to have to work together, or the manufacturers will be turning their, cheek a little bit, getting upset. But yeah, my dad's playing around. I got him hooked up on Hard Rock Bet. He's already made 4 wins with Hamlin.
Look at that.
Hamlin. Yeah, my dad loves it. He picks, and you can bet $10, and I think he wins like sometimes 100. So he loves rooting for him.
Denny is a solid pick. No matter where the track is, no matter what's going on, if you throw some money down on Denny Hamlin, there's a good chance you're gonna win some money back. So, dude, we're still so overdue for a Chili's date, man. I need to stop talking about it and
most of our likes Chili's.
Yeah, that too. This guy is made for you. He is the face of Chili's. He is the hurricane. Really, it would be wrong if you picked any other driver.
Yeah, no, I can't cheat on my Chili's.
Dude,
so
that's awesome, man. Well, we love you so much. Thank you for making time. I love this feature too, being able to see your face. I know everybody that watches us on Bone TV and on YouTube appreciates being able to see your face. So
I was the guinea pig. Is this like
you're an early guinea pig?
Yeah.
We tried it. It didn't really work. We tried it again. It worked a little. We tried it again. It didn't work. So you're definitely helping us work out the kinks for sure.
Awesome. I like bacon, so I'm happy being a pig.
Dude, well, you're the man, and we'll check in with you soon, dude. Have a great day. He's Mike's weather page. Everybody follow him if you're not already, and look forward to seeing you soon, buddy.
See you guys.
Later.
See you
Bye. Mike, what a guy. Whoa, where the hell is that?
It's you.
Oh, is that just my music?
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you at the beginning. I think I saw videos from you and I believe Corey Cardinal and the Elevate crew were out at J. Cole last night at the benchmark. How was the show?
Yeah, J. Cole was awesome, man. I've never got to see him perform, so it was a great show, man. Got there, as you would say it, prime showtime, right?
You hit the Senning pinnacle. You hit the Senning peak where you walked. Like how from the time you got to your seat to the time J. Cole went on stage, how much time do you think passed?
Well, we got there, J. Cole. So essentially, we were at the car, had a little smoke, drink, got to J. Cole, got a drink in the arena, and literally as we were going to our seats, he was performing.
Dude, that's like his first song.
His first song.
That's the sweet spot. I have to say, very ignorant on J. Cole.
What do you mean?
I don't know much of his stuff.
Oh, really?
At all. I'm looking at his songs. And you went with Slump God?
No, we were supposed to go. I switched it up.
Switched it up.
Yeah.
Switched it up with who? Switched it up with what?
Brought someone else with me. Someone else to have a good time with, hang out.
Okay.
Have a good time.
Secrets don't make friends, but that's fine. I'm going to respect your privacy. Dude, he's got us. How old is this song? Old Dog with Petey Pablo.
Oh, he did this.
Oh, he did this?
And not only did he did this, before he did this, he did the North Carolina.
Oh, really?
And he performed that, and everyone had their flags spinning.
It looked sold out.
It was. When we got there, they were giving out like those little towels.
Yeah.
We got there. Mine was gone. Well, mine was there. Hers was. The person's was.
It was on the seat. It was supposed to be.
I gave the person mine. Yeah.
I see what you're saying. They're a non-binary person you went with. A they, them, if you will.
We on the map, we in Atlanta, but we snuck on through. I had a plan put on the land, I got accustomed to. It's so precarious.
All right, don't go anywhere. When we come back, I've got to share the details of a story with you. If you were listening yesterday at the beginning of the show, I talked about how this cat walked into our life out of nowhere. Thank goodness we were able to rescue the cat and name him Zach Bryan, and he's doing great. But through meeting a bunch of fine folks, I have learned about the story of a dog, something that happened here in St. Pete that is hard to even wrap your head around, and I feel like I don't ask for true help very often. I'm looking for true help today from the animal community out there, so I want to throw that out. But we're also going to give away some prizes for the worst way you were ever fired. Whether it was on Christmas Eve, whether you walked up to the building and there just were chains on the door. We'll dig into all that and a bunch more. Coming up next on Senning Show. Keep it locked to the bone. Wild Fork Foods, as summer gets deeper and deeper, it's grilling season, whether it's 1,000,000 degrees or not. And Wild Fork has everything you're going to need. If you're somebody who's kind of a novice barbecuer and you want to try out different cuts of meat, whether it's a pork butt, you want to go for a brisket. I always say if you're going to do a brisket, try a chuck roast first. Prepare it the same way. It's just much cheaper if it all goes awry. Even if you're smoking some wings or chicken breast, they have it all through wild game to the yak, bison, kangaroo, gator, and much, much more. And you might be able to make it a one-stop shop. They've got the sides, seasonings, sauces, and desserts to go right along with your meal. Get it delivered right to your front door or go shopping. West Chase, South Tampa, and St. Pete on 4th Street North, but always online, wildforkfoods.com.
You're listening to Senning Show on 102.5 The Bone. You can win a cabin on Calta Cruise 20. Visit Stingray Chevrolet and scan the QR code on the Calta Cruise display to enter. While you're there, find the vehicle that's right for you from their selection of new and used cars. Calta Cruise 20. Brought to you by Stingray Chevrolet, Tampa Bay's big store on I-4 exit 22, Plant City. For more info, go to theboneonline.com.
Injured? Take back control of your life. Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
This is Mav, spokes-eagle for Veterinaire, the home services company proud to serve you. Ray in Bradenton asks, I've got friends who've used Veterinaire for AC, plumbing, and drains work. A brother who used you for electric, and I had a home generator installed. What can't you do? Well, Ray, we're trained and licensed experts, so we can tackle all your home services needs. But I can't blow a bubble with bubble gum. It's just, I'm an eagle and I don't have lips. Learn more at veterinaire.com.
Veterinaire. When you wake up in the morning to head to the cubicle or you pull up your boots to head to the job site, are you feeling good about it? Do you feel like you chose a career or a job that you really love? Well, if the answer isn't yes, how about a switch to the world of aviation maintenance? You can be trained right here at the National Aviation Academy in Clearwater, Florida, where they'll have you trained in just months with tons of opportunity to enter the workforce. They've got a hangar where you'll actually be doing hands-on training, learning about the ins and outs of aviation maintenance. The next class starts July 21st, so go today to youfixjets.com. For information on NAA statistics, go to naa.edu/statistics.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you've been injured in a car accident, call America's largest injury law firm. For over 35 years, my mission has been to deliver more for our clients, to deliver more for you. Injured? Dial Pound Law.
Offices Tampa, St. Petersburg.
In a world that never stops moving, aviation never stands still. And behind every safe takeoff, every smooth landing, stands an aviation maintenance technician. Those skilled technicians are built in hangars, in classrooms, built at National Aviation Academy. In as little as 14 months, you can train to become an aviation maintenance technician, the backbone of every aircraft, the steady hand behind every solution. Aviation moves fast. Your future can move faster. Next class starts July 20th. Visit youfixjets.com today. For more information about our statistics, visit naa.edu/success.
Hey fellas, it's JoJo here, aka Judge Juicy. We need to talk about something serious for a second. Your penis. If you're suffering from erectile dysfunction or PE, so is your partner. Most importantly, you don't have to live with it because at Prestige Men's Medical Center, they restore men's sex lives. Even when Viagra and Cialis don't work, their painless breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE regardless of your age or your medical history. 98% of patients see instant results right there in the office before you even leave. Men, you can now last longer. And the best part of Prestige Men's Medical Center, your consultation and first treatment are free. Qualified patients even get their testosterone check for free. Do yourself the favor and call today. 813-288-2888. 813-288-2202. Get your confidence back. Get back to your old self. So book your free first treatment today. 813-288-2202. Or go to prestigemensmedical.com. And that's my final ruling.
Some people are all talk, but conservative farmer Wilton Simpson gets the job done. That's why 61 Florida sheriffs, 24 former Cattlemen Association presidents, and Governor Ron DeSantis all agree. We need Republican Wilton Simpson for Commissioner of Agriculture. They endorse him because Wilton's done the job before. Safeguarding our food supply, he got it done. Conservative Wilton Simpson banned hostile nations, including China, from buying Florida farmland. Standing with our farmers and against overdevelopment, he got it done. Conservative Wilton Simpson increased farmland preservation by 243%. Expanding Florida's wildlife corridors, he got it done. Conservative Wilton Simpson created the Florida Wildlife Corridor Program and conserved 18 million acres of Florida land, including thousands of acres of working farmland. Wilton Simpson is a conservative workhorse who gets the job done. A proven conservative farmer endorsed by Ron DeSantis. Wilton Simpson for Commissioner of Agriculture.
Paid for by Wilton Simpson, Republican, for Florida Commissioner of Agriculture.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
ZipRecruiter. I saw a pregnant woman get hit by a bus, or as I like to call it, a gender reveal party.
Anthony Jeselnik brings his new stand-up tour, Wrath of Man, to Strass Center on Friday, December 4th and Saturday, December 5th. Tickets on sale now at strasscenter.org.
Galvin here with some important news. Badger Bob's is now in Tampa Bay. You need some fast plumbing services like drain clearing or clog removal, fixture repair and replacement, or water heater repair and replacement. Right now, you can get a 30 to 50-gallon water heater installed for only $24.99 a month. There's no credit check, and that comes with an unbeatable lifetime warranty. While they're there, make sure you ask Badger Bob's about a free water quality test. Book a free estimate or service and see real-time availability online by visiting badgerbobs.com. Plumbing license CFC 1428238.
Roofers. What if you could know exactly what Tampa Bay homeowners are looking for before they choose a roofing company? We surveyed hundreds of local homeowners about roofing projects, online reviews, financing, warranties, timelines, trust, and more. The insights are eye-opening and could help shape your marketing and sales strategy for 2026. Want a free breakdown of the findings? Email research at theboneonline.com today.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You need someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now you can meet them fast on ZipRecruiter.
Build your team, build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try it for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
Veterans and active duty service members, when your call to service ends, your mission doesn't have to. Go from GI to IT in just a few months at My Computer Career. Prepare for a high-demand career in cybersecurity, protecting people, systems, and institutions from real cyber threats. Cyber warriors are needed now. Will you answer the call? Go to mycomputercareer.edu/CWP to learn more. That's mycomputercareer.edu/CWP, an elite CompTIA certification partner. VA education benefits are available to those who qualify.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio. And now, back to Senning Show. With your host, John Senning.
the Senning Show. Getting you through your Thursday. Don't forget, tomorrow, 1 to 4, we're broadcasting live right out by the pool at the little bar next to the pool at the Wyndham Resort on Clearwater Beach. Take the day off. Come kick it with the crew. And then after 4, it'll probably like 4:30-ish, we're doing a bourbon tasting brought to you by Liquor Depot and Angel's Envy. First come, first serve. It is free to be a part of. We're going to cap it eventually. I think we're going to be just fine. Somewhere around 75-ish maybe. So just make sure you're there right around 4 if you want to do the bourbon tasting. I'm John Senning. He's Dizzy. 800-771-1025. Hit us up on social media at the John Senning, at Dizzy for Mayor. Thanks to everybody watching on YouTube every day. The Vroom Vroom Room popping per usual. So I got to share this story real quick. And if you feel like you can help, because I think this is a bit of a dire situation right now.
Oh.
Yeah, so we going through the cat story yesterday.
Yeah.
The cat that literally chased us home and wanted to be my best friend, and we eventually got rescued. And again, thank you so much to Alexis with Kim's Cat Crusade and Kitty Whispers Haven, where Zach Bryan the cat is currently living. By the way, they want me to have this cat so bad.
They want you to. I think the majority of people who've heard the story want you to have it. I'm in the minority.
Well, it's so funny. That makes sense. It's just like, so the lovely lady, I think her name's Allie from the rescue, was texting me this morning and said something about like finding your soul cat. And I said, I thought I found my soul cat, 3 months ago when the other cat came walking in my house.
The other cat.
Yeah.
No, you don't even call him the other cat.
No, it's
the other cat.
My sweet Roman.
Who prefers the other show.
My sweet Roman. My sweet Roman. He's the Senning Show of cats at this point.
I thought I found the other one with what's his face.
No, he is the love. I'm just saying. And we were having the conversation with Monica on the crossover, and I don't want to throw my lovely wife under the bus. If she was any more open to it, like the cat, it would be a done deal. If she's not about it right now. So, but they sent me a video this morning, and she's talking to the cat. She's like, "Do you want to say hi to your daddy?" She's like, "Oh, look at your daddy." I'm like, "Oh God."
My question is, if you were to take in
Zach Bryan,
where does it end?
Well, yeah, exactly. Like, well, first it's 1, then it's 2, and then it's 3, and it's like everybody who's a cat person who has 50 cats at one point in their life had no cats.
Yes.
Like, it all starts somewhere. So I don't know. It's just
Drew has 1 or 2.
He just has 1.
So you're gonna have more than cat guy.
That is true. If I end up with more than cat daddy, that says
Come on.
That says something. So but he's looking great already, and he will. He's not coming home to us. He's not coming home to us.
Listen, he got the Senning rub. People want that.
Yeah,
cat.
and that is and I said it yesterday. I'll say it again. If you do adopt Zach Bryan, sign me up for regular visits to the home.
Yeah.
Give me a house key because I'm in. It's Kitty Whispers Haven on social media. Kitty_Whispers_Haven_rescue. And eventually, I believe once they make sure he's all good, he will be available for adoption. And I'll be visiting him hopefully wherever he lives. But so the side story to this is Alexis, who came out and helped, truly just like the sweetest, nicest woman, just an angel, dedicates so much of her time to helping the cats and animals. And we're like, this happened for a reason. If it's not for you to have Zach Bryan, then what is it? Then let's find the reason. And I think the reason might be is maybe in a way that we can help with this very, very unique, insane situation. I have not seen this reported on the news. I reached out to a couple people this morning to see if a major news outlet locally would be interested, because we see stories like this on the news all the time. And the first emotion that I have when it comes to things like this, and this specifically, is extreme anger, because there are some scumbags that walk this earth, and the things that people are capable of doing to people and to animals is really not fathomable. So Kim's Cat Crusade, they go out and they take care of feral cats. They have like feeding areas in certain parts of town where they go, like trails where a bunch of ferals live, and they feed them. So on, I don't know if it was July 4th or July 5th, they're going out to this area that's like in the woods. It's right near, hold on, I wrote myself some notes here. It's near Gates and Bridges Learning Academy in St. Pete. It appears to just be like a wooded area. Like there's nothing really around, maybe a little walking trail.
Okay.
And they go out there to feed the cats. And when they go out there to feed the cats, some psychopath derelict loser has dumped a 4-month-old puppy in a crate in the middle of the woods.
What?
And they don't really know. I think they might have found him on the 5th because they alluded to the fact that this dog had been in a crate in the woods through a thunder and lightning storm, through the fireworks on the 4th of July. And it was to the point where she was like trying to probably scratch her way out. So her paws were completely rubbed raw. And she's still, and I put up pictures at the John Senning on Instagram. I put up the picture of them finding her in the crate in the woods, and then I put up a picture of her since then, where she's gotten good love and there's been some attention paid to her. But it is, I would say at this point, it is a bit of a dire situation where she needs a home or a long-term foster. I'm talking to some of my other connections, at different rescues and things like that. She is currently at a foster that I believe is going to have to take her to animal control like by the end of the day, which is bad. And a lot of animals do not make it out of animal control once they go there. So if you feel like you're looking for a dog, from everything I'm told, I've been sent some videos. She loves swimming. She's a big snuggler, giving kisses. She already seems to be completely crate trained, which is insane considering they abandoned her in a crate in the woods. But if you can at all, if this sounds like something that you can help with, if you're looking for a new best friend, if you're looking for a dog with a hell of a story, I'm burying the lead in that they named her Betsy Ross. She is Betsy Ross. And after being dumped out in the woods the way that she was, to still have so much love to give is just a testament to dogs and to animals. And if you feel like you can help in any sort of way by a long-term foster or even giving this dog a true long-term home, it would mean a lot to me and obviously to everybody who's trying to help this dog. So please hit me up at the John Senning. You can send me a Facebook message. You can email me, johnsenning@theboneonline.com. But it's kind of it's time is of the essence because the foster that she was with and that took her immediately, I guess they're like older people. They're in their 70s. They cannot keep this dog. It was supposed to be just for a couple days. We're now at July 16th, and they are going to have to give the dog up and get rid of the dog. So if you feel like you can help Betsy Ross, the dog that was abandoned in the woods in a crate, please contact me any way that you can.
Someone definitely has that, but I know someone out there wants a new dog, and this is the perfect time, man. Some dog that needs love,
What
man.
a story. What a story. And the other part is I don't know the details on this part of it, is how the hell do we find these pieces of human trash that dumped her in the woods?
Absolutely. That's what I want to know. Like, the dog wasn't chipped, obviously.
The dog was not chipped, and I guess they're looking...
check cameras. There has to be some cameras.
And again, I don't know if the police were informed. I don't know if the police were informed of the details here. But there is a note here on some of the paperwork that I got that they asked the school, which is kind of off in the distance, for their cameras, and they didn't have a camera in that direction. So I think it's just important to spread the word, not only to hopefully find her a home, but every mystery starts with somebody knowing something. So it was right near the Gates and Bridges Learning Academy in St. Pete, where somebody took this beautiful, beautiful dog. Like, how do you... Like,
you have
what's
to be
going through your mind?
Bottom of the bucket.
What goes through your mind? And again, scum either way, but like, you could, if you were just a terrible person,
just let it free. Yeah.
To put it in a crate in the woods, like, what do you think what do you think's going to happen there? Like, what is your ultimate goal? What are you thinking when you're walking away? Are you feeling good about yourself? Do you feel like you did something? It's just, that is a demented person, in my opinion.
One of the things that attracted me Chaka so much was when I went and saw him. It was in a hot cage out there, and he came up to the cage. He just looked like, I want to be loved.
Yeah.
Imagine finding something like that in the woods. That would break my heart, man.
Yeah, it's we've seen stories like it time and time again. Remember, there was the real viral story about the dude that tied the dog to the post at the hurricane as the waters were rising. Like, it's not a singular phenomenon in this world that people do terrible, terrible things to animals. But when you see it with your own eyes and it happens in your own backyard, and there's a video I haven't shared the whole thing, but like they have the video of like when they found the dog. Like she's out there feeding the cats and she just happens upon this crate. I'll share the video on my Instagram as well, but I shared a screenshot at the John Senning. Again, if you feel like something that you can help with, or if you're looking for a new best friend, Betsy Ross could be the girl for you. Terrible.
Yeah.
People are just terrible. 800-771-1025. I'm looking for people who got fired in the worst way possible. There was a story from BuzzFeed. People are sharing the absolute worst ways they found out they were fired. And it got me thinking about the restaurant here on 4th Street. And we talked about it only for a second. I don't know if you're a restaurant specifically because they seem to just close all the time. Like, what is if you had to conjure it up, Diz, like the most ethical way to fire 60 people all at one time because the restaurant is going to close? Like, what's the way that you do that feels humane and proper and that you're doing right by your employees?
Pizza party. No, I'm just kidding.
You may not be wrong. I mean, all jokes aside, something like that.
It would have to be something where they're all together and you're like kind of talking to them as like people. Like, listen, this is not my choice. I'm sorry, blah, blah, blah. And like, you kind of just have to do it that way. Because I feel like an email is heartless. And calling them, they don't really care.
Well,
it's
so what they did at Roomba was they text everybody. They sent out like a group text, and I don't even think everybody was on the text. I think it was just like, hey, the place where you work doesn't exist anymore.
No, I think you got to tell them all together. You bring them all in, like, oh, we have a mandatory meeting, and then you call them in and you're like, look, sorry, the company has to go in a different direction. I'd rather tell you guys to your face. Because I think people respect that. If you can tell them to your face, like, look, I don't want to be in this awkward position, but I'm doing it. I could have sent a text.
Yeah, and shout out, they were my home for so long. But Ruby Tuesday was notorious because they closed so many restaurants around the country. They were notorious for not telling anybody.
Just show up at the doors.
They just showed up. A lot of those people.
And would say a sign on the door like, we're closed for good.
Yep. Wow. And supposedly they're like maybe the only person that ever even knew was maybe the general manager. Like the managers, everybody from top to bottom all found out just because the doors were locked.
And you can't. And I guess you can't because you wouldn't want them coming in. Because I was gonna say it kind of feel like you got to give them 2 weeks and you don't though. Because
isn't it funny how that works?
Yeah. Because then I get it as an employer. You're gonna go, well, they're gonna come F up my company in these 2 weeks. So.
Yeah, there was on this list, there was some pretty interesting ones. My friend worked at a biotech company in North Carolina, was working alone as normal one day. Without warning, his laptop screen just flashed in all black and it said, "Thank you for your time and contributions to the company. This computer is locked. There will be no further communication."
Oh, man.
Yeah. My friend went to work one day and he found out that his job was they hired somebody else because somebody was just at his desk. And when he went and asked, they were like, "Oh, yeah, you don't work here anymore." I think as far as bad ways, and if you want to share the bad way you were fired, I think some of the other parameters is not only how you were told, but when you were told. Companies, for some reason, notoriously cut people loose in and around the holidays.
Yeah.
I think like around Christmas, there must be a reason for it, probably because of the new year, but there is a reason why people and companies do layoffs and fire like right before Christmas.
I got fired in Canada once for a job, and they had me work the whole shift and then fired me after.
That's
I was
brutal.
like, man, they got me, dog.
That is brutal.
Yeah.
Then there's tons of bad ways that it can go down. 800-771-1025. I don't know if these people want to talk about the dog or getting fired. I've got a bunch of tickets too. If you do call with a good story, we'll hook you up with some tickets today. Senning Show, you're live on the air.
John, hi, Diz. My name is Michelle, and I was working at a car dealership.
We talked to you the other day. I thought about you when I saw this story. You're the one that called us, and then you said that you got fired, and you couldn't really tell us why. Like you had too many tabs open or something. Remember her, Diz? It was like 2 days ago.
Yeah, but it happened on New Year's Eve. I got handed a PlayStation at a Christmas party. And let go that same day, and it wasn't. I don't think I'm the same person that you talked to, though.
I'm sorry. Okay. Maybe I was going to say because you were disregard, wrong person, but somebody did get fired from a car dealership because they said they had too many tabs open on their computer.
That's interesting. No, I have no idea why I got let go, and just spent a day and a half in a training class, and then They just picked 4 people and let everybody go again.
So, and they didn't tell you at all why? Like, you have no clue. You have no clue why they let you go.
I have zero clue why.
Still to this day. That seems interesting. Like, was there any trouble with coworkers? Were they coaching you on certain things you needed to do better up until that point?
No. And a matter of fact, 3 days before, we were told that all the managers' jobs were secure because somebody asked. And yeah, it was insane, actually.
And you said it was on New Year's Eve?
New Year's Eve, and I was Employee of the Year in 2024. I still to this day I have no reason. I have no.
Did you get a new job since then?
I just thought I did. I was at another dealership. I've been in training for a day and a half, and they just came in and took 4 people out of the room and told the rest of us goodbye.
What's going on? What's really going on here? What aren't you telling us? Do you?
I have
I'm gonna ask some hard-hitting questions. You called, and it's now my time to be a journalist. And I'm sorry I have to ask these questions. Do you have a drinking problem?
No.
Do you have a drug addiction?
Absolutely not.
Do you have like a severe body odor or like a cleanliness or hygiene issue where people wouldn't be able to be around you?
No.
Are you possibly rude?
No.
Are you racist?
Oh, good one.
No, not at all. I'm a relationship builder.
This just isn't adding.
It just seems crazy. She got Employee of the Year, and then the next year, like, we don't need that.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay. Well, I got another one. Were you banging one of your coworkers?
Oh, yeah.
No, not at all. Absolutely no.
What else could you do that would get you fired? I think
you stealing?
Oh yeah, were you stealing car parts?
I mean, no, that would be impossible.
What about office supplies? You ever take a stapler, some pens, some notepads?
No, they gave me a PlayStation 5 a couple hours before.
What?
Okay, now this is starting to get even weirder. They gave you a PlayStation 5 hours before they fired you?
At our Christmas party, yeah.
Damn.
What is going on? I mean, that's a hell of a going away present.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people get fired every single day without a PlayStation 5.
Yeah, I got threats.
True. I mean, yeah, we all got to pick something, but yeah.
PlayStation 5. I mean, that's pretty legit. All right, I'm going to put you on hold. You were the first one through, and I still think there's a mystery to be solved here, but I'm going to give you something because you called.
John, she's lying to us.
I know, but what is it?
I don't know.
And so do you not remember the girl that called earlier this week that was talking about how she got fired and we kept asking her because it didn't make sense that she said she had too many tabs?
Yeah, because I think we were asking what the tabs were. Like, there had to be something crazy on those tabs.
Yeah. I want to say it's the same girl.
Maybe that's it. She's
a pathological liar.
Yeah, or maybe we're talking to a different version of her.
Oh, multiple personalities.
Yeah.
All right, that's got to be it. Senning Show, you're live on the air. Who's this?
Hey, guys. So back in 2004, 2005, I was working at the Bennigan's up on Anderson Road.
Shout out to Bennigan's. We miss you, Bennigan's.
I got a call one morning that said, hey, don't worry about coming in today. We're closed for the day. And I was asleep. I woke up thinking, okay, that's a little weird, but all right. Went back to sleep, woke up. I had like 16 missed calls from random employees. Turns out they closed. They went bankrupt overnight. Didn't tell nobody.
The restaurant business has got to be the most prominent when it comes to like giving you no warning. Like I'm not saying that it's justified or anything, but I almost feel like the restaurant business, especially if you're a server, it's probably the easiest to be able to get back on your feet fairly quickly. That doesn't make it right. But so many damn restaurants close now. They just lock the doors or shoot you a text or
we showed up. A bunch of us showed up to the front doors, and they had chains on the doors. Half of us didn't even get a last paycheck.
Man, what was your favorite dish from Bennigan's though?
Probably like that turkey pretzel turkey O'Toole, I think it was
Turkey
called.
O'Toole, that was a good one. That was a really good
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
You ever cross paths with a Bennigan's back?
No.
Dude, Bennigan's was OG.
Or maybe what? I think I did, because isn't that what Shenanigans is basically based off
Pretty
of?
much.
Yeah,
From Waiting, yeah.
It has all this stuff. Okay, I have been.
The
to that,
tchotchkes on the wall.
Yeah.
I feel like, and I've said this a million times, I feel like all of the restaurants, the Applebee's, the Chili's, the Ruby Tuesdays, they were all kind of like Bennigan's, and then they all tried to like bouge it up a little bit. They were all like, oh, let's be nicer. Let's take the stuff off the walls. Let's do things differently. I think now people are craving nostalgia in a spot, if you open it up like a Bennigan's with all of the garbage tchotchkes on the walls and just good bar food. I feel like people want more of that now than maybe they did like 10 years ago or even longer ago than that.
Yeah, we want fun back. We got so like the McDonald's. We went the other way.
Sterilized.
Yeah.
Everything is so sterilized. We want a bunch of just random items on the wall. This says, I went to the Bennigan's website. It makes it look like there's still Bennigan's alive out there, but oh yeah, California, Illinois, Kansas. The one in the whatever the hell we call it now, Sparkman Wharf. That's what I guess it was.
Yeah.
When it was Channel Side, that one closed and was closed for a long ass time, and everybody was so excited because they reopened it, and then it was open for I think like 6 months, and then it closed. Then it closed again.
Was Bennigan's good like that? I can't remember.
I mean, a lot of people liked a lot of specific stuff. I mean, they had. Hold on. There's one thing that I know everybody went there for. I think it was a sandwich of sorts.
A sandwich?
Yeah, it was a sandwich. Oh yeah, the world famous Monte Cristo. I think a lot of people liked the the Monte Cristo, but it was just it was just bar food. It was just,
that's what I thought.
It was a good time. It was a really good time. Dude, I almost lost my. I was a manager. I went to be a manager for Ruby Tuesday. So when that happened, they sent me. They did a grand opening of a Ruby Tuesday. I was like on the campus of UCF out in Orlando, and I was like part of the grand opening to do my training, and it was like, you're in manager training. Do not fraternize with any of the employees while you're in your management training. Well, that did not happen because the servers and other people were like, oh, we're all going to Bennigan's after. We're going to Bennigan's after. And I went to the Bennigan's with the employees like I wasn't supposed to, drank far too much. And then I had to be up the next morning for like my manager orientation.
Oh, man.
And I remember just having such internal guilt sitting through this orientation with the worst hangover ever, knowing that I had done the one thing they told me not to do as a manager. And that was the last time I ever stepped foot in a Bennigan's.
You were a little party animal, man.
Dude, I had my moments, man. You saw a little sneak peek of that on Friday night. The demon lives in there.
Yeah, he does.
The dude, he just got to be tickled a little bit. That demon just got to be tickled the right way on the right night, and you could bring him back.
So make sure you guys are there Friday at Clearwater, because I'm going to be that demon Friday.
I will tell you, I haven't had a sip of booze since last Friday. So come tomorrow, Daddy's gonna be ready to have a couple, and by the end, I would say by the end of the bourbon tasting, the demons might be loose. Senning Show, you're live. Who's this?
Andy.
Andy, what's up?
What's going on? I wanted to tell you about how I got fired.
How'd you get fired?
Well, my boss asked me to do him a favor and work for this guy the next day. And I said, unfortunately, I can't work with that guy anymore. I'd rather take the day off. And he said, well, yeah, take the day off. So I took the day off, went to the beach with my family, and he called me on speaker in the car and let me go.
Oh, no. So he said, take the day off. You're going to the beach with your family thinking life is good. And then in front of your wife and children, you got fired.
Oh, yeah, it was terrible.
Oh, God, that's a rough
Take
one.
the day. You know what? Take the whole time.
Yeah, take your life.
Yeah.
Not take your life. Like take the rest of your life off. How old were your kids? Were they old enough to gather what was going on? Were they like, oh, no, Daddy.
Are we losing the home?
Are we going to be on the streets, Papa?
They knew I was looking for another job, but I don't think they grasped the situation completely.
Yeah, that is a sleep. I'm gonna give you something because that's a sleeper. He didn't know what he was doing, but how many people have been fired in front of their whole family?
Yeah.
Like that is a sleeper bad thing that can happen when you're fired. So just hang tight. You got a new job now. Your life going okay? Your kids still love you?
Oh yeah, I'm on the up and up.
All right, good. I'm gonna put you on hold.
Yeah, being simped in front of your kids, that's gotta be like. How do
you almost have to like overcompensate. Like, you know what? I didn't want this job anyways, you a-hole. Like something to make you look like a man in front of your kids.
You can't ground your kids because they're like, you're grounded. Like, grounded? The guy who just got fired?
You can't even keep a job. How are you going to raise a child? What the hell?
Can't punish me.
Senning Show, you're live. Who's this?
Is it me?
It is you.
Oh, okay. Hi. This is Lori.
Hi, Lori.
I've had a bunch. Hi. I really want that dog. I'm trying so hard not to say, please bring me the dog. But I'm calling over the job thing. I just can't stop thinking about Betsy Ross. So,
Whoa. Let's talk about Betsy Ross. I mean, are you in a position where you want and need and can care for a dog?
No, I wish I was. My dog has dementia, and I already have to do daycare for him.
Okay, I understand.
Just to go to work. It's tough.
You got my hopes up real high.
I know.
You gave me,
I'm just so sad about this.
Betsy Ross blue balls. I will say, don't be completely sad yet. I'm barely able to even keep up with it, but my inbox is blowing up with people, and I'm getting some emails. So even some people that I know personally have reached out trying to help. So I'm really hoping that just talking about it will be enough to help out Betsy Ross. But thank you for caring so much.
I think so. So the job thing, I've had a lot of jobs, untreated ADHD, but the one that stands out, the only one I've really been fired from, I was 19. I worked at a Friendly's restaurant scooping ice cream, and I had to wait on a family with the kids. I didn't have any kids at the time, so I was already annoyed. And the little kid didn't like their ice cream, so they turned around and took the ice cream cone and shoved it right in my stomach. Oh. And I was 19. I was kind of freaking out, and my manager just said, you just have to deal with it. And I said, no, I don't want to wait on these people anymore. This kid is, off the chain. And he said, if you don't go back and wait on that table, you're fired. And I, restaurant full of people, I real loud said, I guess you're going to fire me for not waiting on this brat anymore. I'm done. And he says, well, you're really slow anyways, and don't forget to bring your uniform back. Well, I took the uniform off and threw it at him.
I didn't feel like I hit that hard enough. I didn't feel it. Yeah, I hit it twice. I gave her the old double tap on the dump button.
Glad she got hit with ice cream now. We got a show we're doing. What do you think you're doing? Potty mouths.
Dude, the way that she was telling that story reminded me of another detail from the Cruise movie. Dude, so at one point, the ship is sinking in this Netflix documentary. The ship is sinking, and then one of the ladies that they have who's like telling the story, she was a performer. She was like she's like dancer or something. And the boat was sinking, and she could feel that the boat was sinking. So she left where she was performing, and she's walking to go to her muster station. So she's like, the boat is sinking. I can feel it. I'm going to go find a lifeboat. She's leaving that, and she passes her boss and says, what the hell are you doing? She goes, I'm going to the muster station. The boat is sinking. I can feel that it's sinking. She said, no, you go back and you entertain the guest. And she said, no, I'm going to save my own life. She goes, if you don't go back there, you're fired. She goes, I quit.
Yeah.
And ultimately, I won't give away. She did get rescued, but she was like one of the last people to get rescued.
No, the boss or the girl?
No, the girl.
Who went to the muster station?
Yeah. Crazy. All right. Thank you to everybody who called. Appreciate it very, very much. Don't go anywhere. When we come back, man, I understand that AI can do some cool things, and there's this cross section of like how much can it do and how much should it do. This is pulled almost directly from an episode of Black Mirror. There's something that is being created called AI ghosts to help people cope and deal with the loss of a loved one. I'll tell you exactly what it is. We'll try to discuss whether or not it should even be a thing, and a bunch more. Please don't go anywhere. More Senning Show on the way.
His mother told him someday you will be a man.
You heard us with Mike from Mike's Weather Page earlier. It's that time of year. We're going to be talking spaghetti models. There's already some sort of rainmaker out there in the Gulf right now. You want to make sure that your home is protected. And the way to do it is with Reese windows and doors, those hurricane impact windows and doors. Made in America. This is a family-owned business, been doing it for over 50 years. They install most windows in under 8 weeks. Our buddy, a cat named Mo, got his house decked out with Reese windows. He absolutely loves them, and they want to give you an opportunity to win $25,000 in new windows and doors. All you got to do is text WOW to 20129. That's WOW to 20129. We'll change the song.
Yeah.
That's WOW to 20129. You can also get a free quote today at reesewindows.com.
Say, I got a woman way over town, good to me.
listening to Senning Show on 102.5 The Bone. Tell us what you think. Head to the 102.5 The Bone app now and leave us an open mic. The Open Mic on the free 102.5 The Bone app is sponsored by 1-800-ASK-GARY.
I'm Ultima Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Every time one of my children started driving, it was terrifying. Thousands of accidents happen across the country. We see it every day. If you've been injured in a car accident, call us.
Dial pound law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Baseball is back. And as always, the name of the game in baseball is to go home and be safe. Nobody protects all the pieces of your life like the Italiano team at Gallagher Insurance. Whether it's home, auto, business, boat, or life, the Italiano team at Gallagher wants to keep your family safe. You can never predict what's going to happen in life, so call the trusted agents at Gallagher to make sure all your bases are covered. Call 813-877-7799 today for more information.
Rick and I love our home. And the bedroom? Well, that was our favorite place. But like many men, Rick struggled with erectile dysfunction. He tried Viagra, Cialis, nothing worked. Then he went to Prestige Men's Medical Center. And in just one visit, my Rick is back.
I'm Dr. Simovitz. Prestige Men's Medical Center's painless breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE. No matter your age or medical history, 98% of patients see instant results right in the office. Men are now performing better, lasting longer, and feeling more confident than ever.
Right now, Prestige Men's Medical Center is offering your consultation and first treatment totally free. Qualified patients also get their testosterone checked free. Call 813-288-2202. 813-288-2202. Guys, this is life-changing. Why wait? Call now. 813-288-2202.
Hey, it's JP. Look, I don't need to be an attorney to tell you distracted driving is bad. Tampa attorney Mo DeWitt sees the aftermath every day. It's awful. Do me a favor. Eyes on the road, hands on the wheel, and keep it right here on the bone. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Just call Mo.com.
Hey, folks, it's Bruce Woodburn here, the Lone Arranger. I've helped over 10,000 families become homeowners. And I'll tell you something right now, it's a buyer's market. Sellers are offering closing cost credits. They're making repairs, and there's plenty of room to negotiate. That wasn't the case a year ago. Waiting for rates to drop? That's like waiting for gas to hit $1.25. Sure, it might happen, but how long are you going to sit on empty? Meanwhile, home prices just keep climbing. Marry the house, date the rate. You can always refinance later when the timing is right. And don't forget, I've got programs with zero down payment, low down payment options. And if you work with one of my vetted real estate agents, you can get up to 25% of their commission back in your pocket for closing costs. Folks, I'm not here to sell you. I'm here to help you win. Call 407-706-3313. That's 407-706-3313, or go to WeBringYouHome.com. That's WeBringYouHome.com.
Hey, it's Mike Calty here to tell you about my friends at Stingray Chevrolet in Plant City. Their Inventory Showdown event is on. Over 500 new Chevys must go. Shop their best offers of summer. And have you heard trade-in values are up? Trade in now for a lower payment. Now's the time to lock it in. These one-time savings. Visit StingrayChevrolet.com. Together, let's drive.
Stingray Chevrolet. Relax, enjoy the difference.
If you have unfiled taxes or are in debt to the IRS, this is important news. Did you know the IRS has programs specifically designed to help people struggling with tax debt? Powerful tax assistance programs that can save you thousands if you qualify. No one knows these programs better than the experts at Optima Tax Relief, America's most trusted tax resolution firm, A-rated by the Better Business Bureau. Their award-winning tax attorneys and licensed professionals have resolved over $3 billion of tax debt for their clients. One call to Optima can start the process, helping to put an end to your worries about wage garnishment, asset seizure, and other aggressive IRS actions. Find the best options to solve your tax problems. Call the experts at Optima Tax Relief today for a free consultation.
Call 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
102.5 The Bone is taking it to the beach. Hang with Senning Show live from the Wyndham Grand Friday, July 17th from 1 to 4. The Bone into the weekend with a special Angels Envy guided bourbon tasting from 4 until 6 p.m. courtesy of Liquor Depot. This is all courtesy of the Wyndham Grand and 102.5 The Bone.
At Fair & Farah, you have our full attention. Your case is made to order. Call us.
Tampa. Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Now, back to Senning Show. With your host, John Senning.
Show. I'm John Senning. He's dizzy. Thanks for being here. Shout out to the Circle K in Venice. That last gentleman that we just spoke to, I forgot his name, I'm sorry, said that every day he goes into the Circle K in Venice around 1:30, and they got Senning Show and 102.5 The Bone bumping inside the store. So thank you to the fine folks at the Circle K in Venice. We have to. I'm going to make it my life's work. I'd like to say the next thing we do proper after the beach, which I can't say that, but in the very near future, we've got to get south of the Skyway. We've got to do an event. Sarasota, Venice, Osprey, even Bradenton, Palmetto, somewhere down in that area. So many huge Bone listeners are down that way, and I just feel like we do not ever get down there. We've obviously never done anything that side of the Skyway, so I'm making it my life's work to, in the next few months, to do some sort of event south of the Skyway. We love you, and we appreciate everybody on that side of the bridge. What's the food truck, the Caribbean food truck? Isn't that like in Cape Coral or something?
Mumsy?
Yeah.
Mumsy's Caribbean.
Is that
thing?
Cape Coral?
Yeah, I want to say it's Cape Coral, actually.
Yeah. It's so crazy how far the signal on this station goes.
Yeah.
Like areas down in that way, like you get down in Northport, Cape Coral, even parts of Fort Myers, it feels like you're so far away from here and from Tampa.
You are.
But they're still getting the signal loud and clear. Our tower is in like the Mayaca area, so we love you down south. We didn't forget about you. We're coming for you. 800-771-1025. We got John's Joints headed your way in just a little bit. So I was trying to remember vividly the episode on how it worked. You might remember better than I. I think it was the most recent season of Black Mirror, and I want to say it was the episode with Paul Giamatti. Remember where I think what they did, this takes it to the entire extreme. Yeah. But remember, you could like take a picture, and then did he have to put something on his head?
You might have, and you kind of relive the memory.
And then you could like go into the picture and relive it. That is the next level, but to me, similar themes. In this article from CBS, AI companies are now creating generative ghosts of deceased loved ones. And it goes into detail, these people, like it talks about this guy, Jack, artificial intelligence, and how for him, it made a lifelike avatar of his loved ones. They load it with memories, photos, and all sorts of details, including voice recordings, and it creates, it's not going to like stand next to you. You have to still look at it on a screen, but it will create your loved one to the point to where you could have a conversation with somebody who is dead.
Hate that. You got to be able to learn how to let people go and get past people passing away and just going from there, just not sticking around in that moment. You got to be able to let them go, man.
Yeah, I think that it does kind of put some weird block on the grieving in the morning process. So there's now a bunch of companies, Seance, which is Seance, makes it even weirder. Seance AI, only virtual and re-memory, by allowing, this is from one of these companies, by allowing you to interact with a lifelike digital avatar of your loved one, you can find solace in expressing your love and forgiveness, creating a bridge to the cherished memories you hold dear. The company says on its website, the tool allows you to see and hear your parents and fallen loved ones as they were in their cherished moments rather than just imagining them. It's like if this is kind of the infancy of AI, like how far could this go? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if now it's just, hey, you can load up a system and talk to somebody that has passed away. Like where will we be in 10 years? Will they be offering holograms that you put inside your home and it's like put Papa back on the couch, and there's a system where it's like your grandpa could be sitting in the living room all the time, and then you just go and sit with him and talk to him, and it just feels like we're still very early on, and it's scary to think about where it can go.
Yeah, it sounds creepy as hell, bro. Just like you said, straight of a Black Mirror. Like the remember the one where you could upload someone first? It started as a phone, then you could put it in an actual like vessel of the person.
Oh,
and stuff
yeah.
like that. It was like season 1. That's.
Generative Ghost goes significantly further by recreating the deceased voice and manner of communication and offering the ability to interact with the living, even responding to questions in a recognizably familiar way. They are capable of saying things a loved one might not have said. So you're telling me that the ghost will say things that the living person might have not said, like it is a way of like giving you closure or something?
So that's even worse. So like I miss my brother every day. If he was back here, then I would have conversations with him, and then he would say things he wouldn't say. That would drive me crazy, and I would get mad and be like, "You would never say. Why would you say?" Like you would actually learn to like dislike that person being around.
Well,
still.
it's funny. I agree with you. I agree with everything that you're saying, but they're saying it almost as like a selling point. Is like they're going to say things they might have not said, like in a good way, like to give you closure or things that they didn't get a chance to say, which I still think how an AI program is going to be able to figure out and determine what your family member would have said or not said is it's scary.
So going back to my brother, it's like he never left a note, nothing like that. Him telling me stuff like that would upset me more.
Yeah.
Because then I'm like, well, I don't know if that's true. Like, this is, like, that would freak me out. I would hate something like that. That's not closure to me. That's lying to me, essentially.
If you would love to have an AI ghost of somebody that has passed on, I'd love to hear why. 800-771-1025.
Do you have one?
No.
Are you kind of on my side? Like,
No,
I don't want that at all?
I'm way on
or?
your side.
Yeah.
It's the only reason why I feel like my situation could be, I don't know. My mind goes to a weird place. I have not had. I'm lucky in the sense of I have my parents. My grandparents died when I was fairly young. Some over the past few years, and I could see like the first person that comes to my mind is my mom's dad, my grandpa that died when I was fairly young, and I think about him very, very often just because I just feel this like pride, maybe. Like I just know based on everything I know about him, he would have thought what I'm doing right now is like the coolest thing ever. And and I would have loved to be able to like experience some of it with him and share things with him. And so I that's what I think of first. But then I go back to all of the same emotions that you just shared, where it's like, but it's not him. It's a computer. And even if you do have an AI ghost and he gets to go, I'm so proud of you. Look at you now. I always knew you were going to do big things. Like that's a weird Band-Aid. It's not actually him in any form or fashion. So from a comfort and a novelty perspective, maybe I get it. But I do think, especially with, like in your situation, people that are very, very close to you that were once ingrained in your life, like I think recreating those people and then trying to communicate with them in any way, I do worry that it would cause more harm to your mentals and everybody else involved. It like stops, it like makes a weird fork in the road in the grieving process for a lot of people, I think.
We can barely get good footage sometime on Bone TV. On YouTube, it buffers. What's going to happen when I'm talking to my dead brother and he starts buffering and stuff?
Yeah, that is true.
Insane.
That is I didn't think of that part. That'd be a real bummer. Senning Show, you're live on the air. Who's this?
This is Jeff.
Jeff, what's up, buddy?
What about the pervert factor? Have some sicko try to populate somebody they were infatuated with.
I think that I mean, pretty much anything that's anything on the internet now, you automatically have to go, What about the pervert factor? Because I mean, thank you. Your phone kind of sucks, but just the like the deep fakes and the stuff that they do on the internet by recreating. By the way, I got an ad, I think on TikTok, that was pretty much an ad for an app that seemed like it was like giving you the idea of taking somebody that you know and putting them in a porno deepfake.
Oh, yeah, that's been around for a while.
Well, I know that it's a thing, but I wouldn't think you'd be able to legally make ads for it and promote it. Like, I'm thinking that's like a dark web activity. This was like, I forget exactly how it framed it, but it was like, you know, it kind of had overtly sexual tones to it. And it was like, take anyone in your life and put them in hot scenario and just all this stuff. And I'm like, I think this is illegal. like this should, how can you sell an ad for this? This feels like you're just making deep fake porn.
I mean, speaking of all that, you've seen the episode. You've seen pretty much all of them.
I think I've seen all of them.
You've seen the social media ranking episode.
Yes, yes.
So there's a moment where they're selling her the house and they put her in the ad and the posters. When are we going to get that where it reads our social media and our ads are us in the ads trying to sell ourselves? You see what I'm saying?
Dude, I would say soon.
Yeah.
I don't know the legality behind all that, but that feels like a day away. Like that doesn't feel that far away at all. I mean, your phone, like I feel like 2 years ago, everybody was kind of like, oh man, I think our phones might be listening to us. I'm now at the point, and what I'm about to say is insanity, but I'm at the point where sometimes I wonder if it can read your mind. Like I wonder how far the technology that these social media platforms are using at the highest level are really going to give you those predictive ads that you get. And I know that sounds weird. If not actually reading your mind, there are programs based on what you're looking up, when you're looking it up, that have a better understanding of you than even what you're typing in and searching for, as crazy as that is.
No, I think you're onto something because, I mean, I could be wrong, but I feel there's times I've absolutely not said anything like this or typed anything on my phone, and I'll just be thinking of it. Like, let's say a movie scene, and then I'll go onto YouTube, and one of the first things when I watch this movie scene.
Dude, stuff like stuff. I've shared this story a couple times because it happened to me in that it's the dumbest thing ever. But my parents had just put in a deck. And I remember we went over and I'm looking at their new deck, and like in the end of the corner post, they were like copper topped. They were like copper tops on the post. And I remember nobody was near me. I'm out there by myself, and I'm kind of just like messing with the copper top, and I'm thinking to myself, that looks kind of cool. Dude, within a day, as random as it is, I start getting Home Depot ads for the copper tops on that were on my parents' deck. And I never said, hey, those copper tops on the post on your deck are really, really cool. Something somewhere along the line, whether it was using the video capabilities on my phone or something, I don't know. But it absolutely said something or was promoting something that I did not speak out loud.
Yeah, the only thing you kind of said it there, that the only thing I could think of is maybe your camera turns on and scans things around, goes copper stuff.
Whatever it is.
Send them ads for that.
Whatever it is. I think, and we were talking last week about these flock cameras and how they're tracking everybody. And I think it's bad news. But if we're all going to walk around with cell phones in our pockets, to a certain extent, I think we have to just accept that any expectation of privacy or to think that you're not being tracked and that they're not listening to your conversations. Like I've got, we've got a couple Alexas in our house, and I've joked around about how they get kind of weird.
Yeah.
I often wonder, like, how much is that really listening to? And like, when will we get to the point to where police can like get a warrant to inside your Alexa, and the next thing you know, they've got the tape of like, let's just say that I murdered somebody in my house, and then they can access the audio from my Alexa to then use in court. Like, I believe it's being saved, even if it's in some unaccessible hard drive somewhere. I think what you're saying and doing inside your home is being recorded and saved.
Yes, absolutely.
And I think there's been some people that have gotten in trouble, for that already, where it was listening to what people were doing inside their house to then give them ads. Not on your phone, on your Alexas and on your other devices. They were listening and got in trouble for it.
You're still slutting it up to you?
I'm working through it. We have our ups and downs. She's not she's not as aggressive as she once was. She's a good woman. She helps me when I need her. She's got a better understanding of what I'm looking for, so I think we're pretty good.
Wouldn't it be funny when Danielle left, like recently, she was like, John, you should take in Zach Bryan. You know that cat should be ours. She doesn't understand it.
She starts just putting little wormholes in my brain, turning me. She's like, she doesn't love you the way that I could. Change the locks on the doors. Don't let her back in this house. It was really random because I guess it's just never been spoken out loud. but we were doing something in the kitchen, and sometimes I'll ask like Alexa just for a weird, like I think what it was this is a weird random thing. I was making a vinaigrette. I was making a dressing.
What?
A vinaigrette. I was making pasta salad. And I said, "Hey Alexa, can you mix balsamic vinegar and red wine vinegar?" And then like Danielle said something after the fact, and then the Alexa goes, "Who is that?"
No way.
Yeah, who is that? And I'm like,
what?
Like Danielle speaks to the Alexa all the time.
Yeah.
Like it just was like, I just found it very odd that out of nowhere it was just like, "Who is that?" I was like, "Well, that's my wife Danielle." And she's like, "Oh, nice to meet you, Danielle." I'm like, "What the hell? You have no idea what's going on in this house."
You've talked to her tons of times and answered questions.
Exactly.
Now it's a thing.
Like, you may be right. She may be plotting her. She's like, "All right, Danielle, you're going down."
Nice little movie plot. we got going on.
Senning Show, you're live. Last call before we go to break. Who's this?
John, I think I got an answer for your copper tops.
Okay. I like answers.
I think it's the cookies. Like if you were on your parents' Wi-Fi, it knows. Like if they bought them online, it then shoots it to your phone and sends all the same stuff like you've been if you go on their Wi-Fi.
All right. So wait, you're saying it wasn't necessarily that it was reading my brain. It just knew what they had been looking on their Wi-Fi. So then I just started getting some of their targeted ads.
100%.
Do you know about cookies? I think cookies are one of the most misunderstood or unknown things that happen on the internet. Because almost every site you go to on your phone now, it's like, are you going to accept cookies?
No, I don't know anything about cookies, man. That's what I've heard.
You're just throwing them out there like you know cookies.
I had some crazy stuff happen like that to me too. So that's kind of where I did a little research, a little dig, and ChatGPT helped me out with that.
Blame it on the cookies. Thank you. Got you. Do you know what cookies are?
The food or the thing?
No, the thing on the.
Yeah, it's like digital tags. It's like telling you they're frequent in these things, then you get targeted stuff towards you and stuff.
The site server sends a small packet of data known as the cookie to your computer. Your browser stores the file. The next time you visit the same site, your browser sends the cookie back to the server, allowing the website to recall your past actions. So it's just saving things, saving things. Dude, you know I went through the debacle last week where all my stuff got deleted.
Oh yeah, the text messages and stuff. Yeah.
You would think that doing that would have saved room or would have helped me out. Didn't help me out at all. And as of last night, I couldn't even operate any of my apps.
Bro.
This morning, I had to go deep into the soul of my phone and spent probably 45 minutes deleting thousands of files. And now I'm just barely allowed to use my apps. I still can't use my phone because it tells, my camera, because it tells me that I don't have enough storage.
Yeah, I wasn't even able to record stuff at J. Cole because I had a full thing. I had to delete
It's
apps.
doing the same thing, yeah.
Yeah, and I recorded maybe 4 videos, and they're like, you're at capacity.
That's crazy. How do we need to fix this?
Yeah.
I don't know how. All right, don't go anywhere. When we come back, it's time for John's Joints. We'll be joined by Drew Garabo. Lots to get into today. Man, this Blue Angels flyover, the video is something to behold. I can't imagine if you were sitting on the beach when it happened. Are people going to be in trouble for it? Are people going to lose their job? We'll try to figure out whether or not that's the truth next. And one of my sleeper nightmare scenarios unfolded, and it all started with a man in a porta potty. We'll give you those stories and a bunch more coming up next in John's Joints. Keep it locked to the bone.
I don't want no other love, baby, it's just you I'm thinking of.
Hawkins Home Service Co. If you're a homeowner, it's fun. It's great. The freedom of owning a home, having your own place, until things start going wrong. And then you realize, oh, man, I got to take care of the pool. And I also got to call an electrician. And, man, I should probably get the AC maintenance figured out as well. Well, when you go with Hawkins, one call handles it all. No need to worry about background checks for a bunch of different companies because they handle it. You'll get a great text message with a QR code that gives you all the details of the technician coming into your home. They have guarantees behind all of their work, and they're always running great specials as well. And you can even book online. So go check them out right now. It's HawkinsServiceCO.com. That's HawkinsServiceCO.com. Hawkins, one call, handles it all.
Oh, baby, it's just you I'm thinking of.
You're listening to Senning Show on 102.5 The Bone. 102.5 The Bone presents the Florida Rock Symphony Summer Concert Series at Ruth Eckerd Hall. You want to rock? We've got your rock right here. And we're making it fancy with a symphony. Come see a live rock orchestra playing all the hits of Journey. July 17th. Featuring American Idol finalist Constantine Maroulis, plus David Bowie. August 7th. You can see all shows starting at only $99. Tickets are on sale now at RuthEckerdHall.com. Bust out your best tuxedo t-shirts and get ready to rock. For more details, go to thephoneonline.com. Special thanks to our sponsors, GTE Financial, going beyond money, and Famous Tate Appliance and Bedding Center.
Car accident? Take back control of your life. Call Anna Jar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
Hi, I'm attorney Fran Hosh. Being involved in a car or motorcycle accident can be stressful. I've dedicated my career to helping accident victims and their loved ones. If you need an attorney you can trust, give me a call today at 866-LAW-FRAN. We will give you a free case evaluation and won't charge you any fees unless you recover money. Give me a call today at 866-LAW-FRAN. 866-LAW-FRAN, or visit me online at lawfran.com. Main office, Palm Harbor.
Hey, it's Mike Calty here to tell you about my friends at Stingray Chevrolet in Plant City. Their inventory showdown event is on. Over 500 new Chevys must go. Shop their best offers of summer. And have you heard trade-in values are up? Trade in now for a lower payment. Now's the time to lock it in. These one-time savings. Visit StingrayChevrolet.com. Together, let's drive.
Stingray Chevrolet. Relax, enjoy the difference.
Most families get their financial advice in pieces. A financial advisor here, a CPA there, an estate attorney somewhere else. Everyone means well, but nobody's talking to each other, and those gaps can work against you. Trajan Wealth's family office brings wealth management, tax strategy, and estate planning together, not as separate conversations, but as one coordinated system built around your life, your goals, and the people who matter most. Ours is a true family office, not one that refers you out because it's convenient. This kind of dedicated collaboration used to require a 7-figure net worth, but here's the game changer. Trajan kicked that door open. Trajan advisors are fiduciaries, always obligated, always honored to act in your best interest. Unlock your Trajan family office at TrajanWealth.com or call 1-855-TRAJAN-1. That's 1-855-TRAJAN-1.
Advisory services through Trajan Wealth, LLC, an SEC registered investment advisor. Other services through Trajan Estate and Trajan Tax.
Guys, this is a cat named Mo for C4MH, the Center for Men's Health. Let me ask you something. 10 years from now, when your liver, kidneys, or even your heart starts failing, are you really going to be thinking about how much money you saved on that dirt cheap knockoff testosterone? The stuff that just showed up at your door that you actually injected into your body? Or that doctor who chose big profits over your health? Here's the truth. Most men's health clinics out there use cheap, unapproved testosterone because the margins are huge. It's not about your health. It's about your cash. That's why I've been telling you for over a decade to go to C4MH. Dr. James D. Raspino and his team have been treating low T the right way for over 15 years with approved pharmaceutical-grade testosterone. Real care, real labs, real exams with 18 local treatment centers and even $45 express care. Don't risk your health to save a few bucks. Go to C4MH.com. That's C4MH.com. Real, honest, low T care.
Make this summer unforgettable at the Mid-Florida Credit Union Amphitheater. Lawn tickets start at just $19.99 for select shows, including Train, Neo and Akon, Chicago and Styx, Leonard Skinner, and Toto. Get your tickets now at midfloridaamp.com.
John Senning here. Look, I don't need to be an attorney to tell you distracted driving is bad. And Tampa attorney Mo DeWitt sees the aftermath every day, and it's awful. Do me a favor. Eyes on the road, hands on the wheel, and keep it right here on 102.5 The Bone. If you're injured on the go, just call Mo. Just call MOE.com.
This is a special alert to all Americans who own a vehicle with less than 200,000 miles with an auto warranty about to expire or with no warranty coverage at all. Due to a decline in the economy, CarShield is announcing a low-cost month-to-month vehicle protection plan that is now available to the public to save any driver out-of-pocket expenses on future auto repairs. Call now to find out how you can pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. Yes, you heard that correctly. Pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. An open phone line has been established for all drivers to call for a free quick quote. Call 800-330-8323 now. drivers who are covered will not have to pay for covered repairs again. This protection plan is at an all-time low. Additionally, drivers who activate this vehicle protection today will also receive free roadside assistance, free towing, and car rental options at no additional cost. Call us for your free quick quote today. 800-330-8323. That's 800-330-8323. What do you have to lose? Call 800-330-8323. Again, 800-330-8323.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
This hour of Real Raw Radio is sponsored by Achieva Credit Union. Banking for good. 1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio. And now, back to Senning Show. It's time for John's Joint with your host, John Senning.
Well, it's Saturday night and I just got paid. Fool about my money, don't try to save. My heart say go, go. Have time for Saturday night. Now I'm feeling fine. I'm gonna rock it up. I'm gonna rip it up. I'm gonna shake it up.
Welcome back to Senning Show.
I'm gonna ball it up. I'm gonna rock it up and ball tonight. Got me a date and I won't be late.
It's time for John's Joints. We fire up the news of the day, roll them up, pass them around, burn them to the ground. I'm John Senning. He is Dizzy. A phenomenon. The other day, for some reason, we were in here, and when we went back on the air, all of the red lights were working. Today, the red lights are not working. He is Drew Garabo.
Hello, hello. Test 1, 2. Check.
It is on. Was that only for one break that the red lights came on, Diz? I think it happened once, and it hasn't happened since.
No, I think they stayed on for like almost the whole show.
Well, I'm not calling an engineer, so
I'll go get Mike Cernak.
Yeah, I think we're good. Have you got any follow up from anybody about the heat? The heat or no heat?
No, you're good.
Yeah, we were talking earlier that he has that same thing that Mike O has. That's like I think they kind of like when you don't know if they're mad at you.
Yeah.
So not that I need to be coddled, but when I walked into the break room earlier and he wasn't like, "Hey, Johnny boy, fun bit yesterday."
When has Cernak in the entire time you've known him ever been? Hey, Johnny boy.
Yeah, he doesn't really have "Hey, Johnny boy" energy in him. So I guess you're right.
I mean, I love the dude. Don't get me wrong, but he's just not that guy.
Dude, I saw you hitting the links this morning, bright and early.
First off the tee, John, 6:45 a.m.
Dude, I got super excited because I saw it, and then you said, "Oh, it started storming," and then I thought, "Oh, well, maybe it's going to storm here." No.
Oh,
the drought continues in my backyard.
Oh.
The drought continues in my backyard,
Sorry.
but it looked like you got some nice rain over there. So as long as you guys are happy,
started pouring. I thought I was going to make it through my round. I'm on 14. I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to make it. And within 2 minutes, it was a monsoon with lightning and everything. Got to get off the golf course in lightning.
Dude, I had a potential somebody who wanted to bring. Did you hear the story about Betsy Ross, the dog?
Yes, Sarah wanted to adopt her, but her landlord said aggressively.
I just got I just got that update.
No dogs. Yeah, she really wanted to.
Betsy Ross will not be in your life. Does she have a cat?
No. Oh man.
Well,
sorry, babe.
You don't have to say what. She didn't shut it in the refrigerator door like my mom did she?
No. No. She.
Oh no.
She had 2 cats in her old place.
Oh God. Is she not going to want you to tell this story?
Well, there's.
What happened?
They got away.
Oh, but they just left?
Yeah.
It just didn't come back?
No.
Oh, no.
I know, and she would see one of them. I think it was Preston around the neighborhood, and the cat was just like, I'm good.
Oh, yeah, I did, and I have so many messages from earlier. I'm not going to be able to vet them, but I should have said it at the time. Not super great with cats at this point. So if you are a cat person or have many cats, just know that Betsy Ross is going to need some work. To be around cats. And that was the dog that, if you missed it earlier, was found in a crate in the woods in St. Pete. I put the pictures up on my Instagram story at @TheJohnSenning. But does it feel it's either being reported more because there's so many more like dog people that I think I hate to say it this way, it probably hits as a news story better, but like it surely feels like more people are abandoning dogs and pets in insane ways than ever before.
It's the economy, dude. Like people look at what expenses they can cut out. They see they can cut out pet food and vet bills, so they're like, good luck, Betsy Ross.
But like something like this, it's a 4-month-old puppy. Like what? I still think you have to have garbage insides to be able to bring yourself to do it. Yeah. Like if I'll tell you, one of the worst positions you can ever be in life is somebody that for whatever reason, maybe there's a good one, maybe there's a not, but somebody that goes to social media or a Nextdoor to try and rehome a pet. Those people are like enemy number one. Like the amount of people, would you try to find a new home for your child? Yes. What's wrong with you, you scumbag? Like it's just, again, I often get where those people are coming from, and I think only under the most extreme of extreme circumstances should you get rid of a pet. But social media is not the place to try and figure out the plan because you are going to be roasted.
And maybe that's why there are so many damn abandoned pets, because people can't post about it without being vilified.
Dude, anything animal related is such a slippery slope on social media. So, the whole thing with Zach Bryan the cat started with me posting on Nextdoor, and I hadn't looked. Everything was handled. So I didn't delete the post. And by the time I got home, I had a little alert that said, your post is the hottest trending post on Nextdoor in Pinellas County.
Man, and I had a badge of honor for this guy.
So I had all
Top
of these.
Karen.
I had all of these posts, mostly all just dickheads. Mostly all just, I don't know. I'm not like a saint by any means, but all I'm trying to do is the right thing. And so many people, because I said the cat was screaming at our door all night. And the amount of comments, screaming outside all night, calling the coyotes. How would you have felt this morning if you came up? Why wouldn't you bring him inside? You shouldn't be worrying about posting this. You should be worried about getting this cat to the vet. And I'm like there really is no good deed that goes unpunished in this, specifically when it comes to pet stuff on any platform. But the Nextdoor, as one, it is the home of the people who have too much time on their hands.
Let me ask you this: as opposed to rehoming, are you a bad person if you just happen to leave the back sliding glass door open and the back screen door open in hopes that your cat will just walk out and not come back?
I mean, it's not I don't think you're going to be able to put that under the category of like good choice.
No.
Or like if we're talking just like good and evil, you're tilting towards the other side more than one.
All right.
Dude,
I'm over it, bro. 4 o'clock this morning, man.
Dude, how long have you had this cat?
Probably about 12 years.
That's insane, dude. Like to have 12 years with a pet and be like, maybe I just want this thing to not be around anymore.
Oh, I just can't handle it anymore, man. So I like sleep a lot.
That being said, though, I don't know what the hell is up with our cat, with Roman. He's not looking for food. The running joke is now we called him Roman. I think it says we call him Roman because he was roaming around. But now it's funny because Roman reigns, because his thing is acknowledge me. Like he just, for whatever reason, like 5 o'clock in the morning, he'll just let out. And it's like he doesn't want anything other than for you to go, what the hell is wrong with you? And then once you do that, he's like, you're up now, big boy.
That's my world.
Thanks for bringing me in.
And now if I don't acknowledge her, she will jump in the bed at 4 a.m, sniff the side of my face as if she's going to bite it. So I have to wake up, acknowledge her, and then get her food.
She's threatening. She's threatening your life.
Now
I'm showing Roman videos of Zach Bryan and go, you know what? Look at this guy waiting in the wings. You don't love me like this.
That's why I don't like cats. You're on their time.
You really are.
And it is. Time.
I will say it is. As somebody who my whole entire life was not a cat guy, I looked at that as like a negative. Now I find it fascinating living with a cat. Like the independence of a cat, as much as they can kind of want your attention on a moment's notice, there's just kind of like you're just watching this borderline wild animal do whatever the hell it wants at any moment. When it wants to be loved, when it wants to flop over on its belly and be loved, it will. if it wants to not be near you for an extended period of time, it will. They're very, very interesting creatures.
Who are you telling? When I get home from work, the first thing I have to do before dinner, before anything, I have to go sit on my couch, lay down on my back so that she can jump up onto my chest and lay down so that we bond or whatever.
You want that to end.
Now that I'm saying it out loud, I think I kind of like it.
Dude, and then what happens? You leave the door open and then you go out, and then next thing you know, your neighborhood specifically. There are probably more than a couple things that would eat that.
Bobcat in the cul-de-sac, coyotes, and an alligator in the back pond.
Yeah. Bobcat in the cul-de-sac. That feels like a cool bluegrass band.
Or a radio person. Hey, Bobcat in the cul-de-sac with you.
Coming to Mornings on the Bone. You sent me this story this morning, and I'm not sure if people are freaking out about it. It doesn't really seem like it's on everybody's radar, but what happens when an earthquake rattles Yellowstone National Park, which is home to one of the largest volcanic systems on Earth? A magnitude 3.3 earthquake hit Mammoth, Wyoming this morning, according to the U.S. Geological Survey. 7:20 a.m. was a depth of 4 miles below the surface. And I feel like the Yellowstone volcano thing is got to be one of the least thought about. Like if you put the cross section of potential catastrophe and likelihood of happening, I think the Yellowstone volcano is probably up there near the top. And nobody ever, not that you should obsess about it or anything, but I just think it's not on anybody's radar. And if it were to blow, almost the entire United States of America becomes inhabitable.
Yeah, blanketed in ash. It's called a caldera, right? Is that the term for an underground volcano like that?
Yeah, not like your big peaks. These live underground, and if it went off all at one time, the earth literally shoots into the air. And then it's crazy because I've seen the maps, and I remember we talked about it years ago because the History Channel did a big piece on it. Florida becomes one of the only places in the country, which worries me because I think there would be a mass exodus from the entire United States of America, and the rest of the country would be trying to get to Florida because halfway down Florida to the tip would be one of the only areas that would not be completely covered in ash if the Yellowstone supervolcano went off.
Your boy Gordy and I are watching a show called, I just forgot it. It's on Hulu.
Is it about paradise?
Yes, thank you. And it's about a caldera that erupts underneath Antarctica.
That's what happens that sets the whole end of the world into motion?
Yeah, it blows up and then it melts like a whole bunch of glaciers down there, and then tsunamis start appearing.
Pretty cool. Are there aliens?
Not yet. No aliens yet.
Okay, but aliens are possible.
Yeah, I would say aliens are possible. It's more of a nuclear aftermath situation.
Of the earthquakes?
Kind of, because once the natural disaster starts, then Russia and China launch nukes at each other, and they're all living underground under a mountain in Colorado. I think you'd really like it.
I like Shailene Woodley. She's great.
She shows up in season 2, and she's really good.
Yeah, I might have to give that a go.
Gordon likes it.
So thus far, based in reality.
Yes. Yeah, no supernatural stuff yet.
You got to go back to From, dude.
Come on, man.
You both do.
Yeah, I do.
I tried From.
You didn't like it at all.
Well, you did a whole season, right?
I did the first season, yeah.
I don't know how anybody doesn't like a show and can say I made it through a season.
Yeah,
if I don't like a show, I don't make it through the first 30 minutes, let alone
I'll give it an episode maybe, like a show before. I don't give up.
That would be the most. But
you liked Lost though, right?
Love Lost.
It's a lot like Lost though. So I'm surprised you didn't like it.
And the thing is, it gets more and more and more bizarre. The end of this most recent season is I don't even know how to frame it. It's the closest to something actually happening as we've got. They came up with what they think is the only way that you can get out of there.
Okay.
And then they're in the midst of doing the thing that they have to do to get out of there, I guess you could say.
It does sound very Lost-ish. Maybe I'll pick it back up.
But it does have the most fascinating element of the whole thing is that we watched it because it really is outside of our wheelhouse.
Yeah.
It's just that it's when you lose any scope of reality is what I don't like. And as bizarre as this is, all of these things are happening that are so crazy. All anybody wants to do is get back to reality, which I think that's the relatable element of it. But they do kind of hone in on what's happening, which I think maybe would give you a little better feeling about being able to enjoy the show. Because for a long time, it was a lot of weirdness without understanding. I take all that back. There's no understanding. You'll never understand anything in the show.
What platform is it on? Is it on that same weird
MGM? That's part of the problem too. MGM Plus is
who's got MGM?
Well, really,
is it free?
No.
Oh.
No, we did like a 1 week, we did like
trial,
a 1 week Willie.
That's what I did, so I could watch from, and then.
Well, they tricked everybody because remember when we all started watching it, they put it out on Amazon.
Yeah.
And it was after when the second season was about to go. So they're like, let's put this on a platform that people actually have and watch. And then everybody watched it and was like, well, get MGM Plus or you're not watching the rest of the show.
It's like when they brought Arrested Development back. They're like, on Crackle. I'm like, I'm not watching Crackle. What the hell is that?
Those new seasons were so bad, and the original show was so good.
It was goated.
Yeah, I almost put that on. That's random you mentioned that. I almost put that on last night for no reason. When we were looking for something to watch in bed, and I'm like,
We've mentioned it. You'd love that show.
It does feel.
Oh, you've never?
I've never. I mean, I think I've maybe watched the first episode. Something happened on a boat immediately. Yeah. I think my mom was glued to it for an extended period of time, and I think during that period of time I tried to watch it, and for whatever reason, I don't know, not a good reason for why I haven't kept on.
David Cross's character, Tobias Funke, is one of the greatest sitcom characters ever in the history of sitcoms.
Apparently he's black, like Isaiah. He kind of looks like him, too, if you think about it.
I wanted to I've been meaning to send you some of the clips. Have you been getting them in your algorithm? I've never watched Love on the Spectrum, but this podcast that I watch every week, Take Your Shoes Off with Rick Glassman, he just had Logan and Dylan from Love on the Spectrum on his podcast. It is one of the greatest episodes ever. It makes me want to go watch the whole show. They are so damn funny. That Logan kid is Dylan is the one that's interesting.
You shared that on your story.
Yes.
Right? And it was so random. They're like, dance break. I'm like, what am I watching?
Interesting.
Yeah.
But it's just so funny. And at one point, this lady comedian, Lisa Gilroy, comes in and like the kid Logan just becomes like infatuated. They're just so damn endearing and so
just like
sweet.
terrible accents. Yeah. Like, that's so good.
He's like, you're amazing.
Yeah.
You're absolutely amazing.
I will tell you, the next time you need like a buffer show, something that's too dark and you need something uplifting, Love on the Spectrum, the first couple of seasons are so beautiful.
Yeah, I might have to give it a go because specifically Logan, I keep getting mixed up. Dylan's the kid that always says, interesting. I find him to be hilarious.
They must be on the new season because I haven't watched that, so I don't know who they are.
Yeah,
they had to replace Tanner and I think Connor's gone too.
He was really, I think you would get a kick out of the episode.
All right.
Part of President's big speech tonight, I think this is going to be just quite the whirlwind. He's going to hit on a lot of things, expected to touch on previously unreported alleged Chinese meddling in U.S. elections, according to sources familiar with the matter. One component, allegations that Beijing compromised U.S. voter data and evidence the CIA knew about the action and didn't share that information with Mr. Trump during his first term. The audience for the primetime speech is expected to include members of the president's cabinet. Among those invited are the heads of CIA, FBI, the Intelligence Office, and the Department of Homeland Security. They're keeping a lot of things close to the vest, but it does seem fairly clear that this is going to pertain to the sanctity of our elections. When, how, and who was dabbled, I'm not really sure, but Trump is really, really building this up as being a major, major press conference tonight.
Yeah, I'd like to hear him talk about Iran. I'd like to hear him talk about the economy. I don't want to hear about a stolen election.
Yeah, I don't.
Read the room.
Yeah, I don't really know who's clamoring for it. I mean, I guess the problem is that you just can't believe anything anymore. I think that's the biggest problem is that, like, if our elections were being stolen and being, messed with by China, that is very, very bad. And I think it probably affects every aspect of our life. But also, how are you ever going to get people to buy into that or to think about it?
And it was just the election where Joe Biden won, and then they didn't do anything during the last election when Trump won.
Well, I think he's got I think there are some other more recent elections that he believes have been meddled in. And like they've talked about him trying to like pull people from their seats and stuff like that. It's either going to be what I'd love is it to be a swerve and it's actually the disclosure. He gets everybody in by like, oh yeah, it's about elections, it's about this. But then he gets in there and then he rolls out an alien and, then it's game on.
That'd be great. Like Disclosure Day, the lady stands up and she's like, oh, you guys didn't see
Was she
that.
taken over by an alien?
She was, yes.
Yeah. Have you seen any of the clips?
That was alien? I thought that was African. You was doing.
Yeah. But they say that's how the aliens really speak.
Oh, because they got it from them.
Yeah, exactly.
They're the first people.
Nailed it. Have you seen any of the clips of J.D. Vance with Joe Rogan?
Just a brief clip. Yeah, interesting.
It's interesting. I don't know if I don't know. I get the vibe that Joe Rogan has gotten some of his criticisms as of late as being the bootlicker, as they say, for the Trump administration, because he definitely He probably pressed J.D. Vance harder than anybody thought he would, specifically on the Epstein files.
But if people want to say we mishandled the Epstein release, guilty. We did mishandle, especially the communications of it.
What do you think should have been done?
I think that we should have just dropped everything at the very beginning. And obviously it takes a little time to review the stuff, to find the stuff, to redact things where you have victims and so forth. But we should have just done it as quickly as possible.
But some of the stuff that was redacted, some of the names that were redacted weren't victims.
So, yeah. I
gave an old Garabo.
That was true.
I've looked into this, and my understanding of this, having looked at a lot of this, but not all of it, is that it is sometimes hard to draw a distinction between victim and co-conspirator.
So he goes on to explain this in a very wordy way, in that a lot of these girls, which I don't believe, I believe that people are being protected 100%. Of course. But his explanation was that a lot of the girls, it was like a Ponzi, like a pyramid scheme, where when you were being sex trafficked, it was then your job to go out and find more girls. So some of these names that show up, they were victims, but they were also the ones that were being used as recruiters to go get more girls.
Taking it up to Michigan like Amway.
Exactly.
Epstein, we know, was funding a ton of scientists. By the way, where did his money come from? He was funding a ton of scientists. But when he died, it's almost like the era of censorship started to break. Because he was also plugged into a lot of, in academia, but also, he was plugged into the social media companies. This is a dude who knew everybody. He knew everybody. So, look,
So where
I don't
did his
know.
money come from?
Well, from given... part of it is suspect tax advice and setting up tax schemes for a lot of very, very rich people.
Right, but why was he motivated to influence academia, and what was the purpose?
I don't know the answer to that question. I mean, I have theory.
And it's funny because he starts the whole conversation with, Joe, I'm one of the most old school Epstein conspiracy theorists out there. And it's, I don't know. I think these people have signed like a blood oath or something to never sway from the company line, because so much of it just doesn't make sense when it comes to Epstein. We're never getting the answers we want.
No, hearing Rogan reminded me, have you seen any of Bill Maher's clips lately?
I see a fair amount of his clips, I think. I mean, yeah, whether it be his show or that other little podcast thing he does in his little room.
I have never seen anyone who needs to reduce his cannabis consumption like Bill Maher.
More, yes.
Holy cow.
Is that bad?
Terrible.
Really?
He's slurring. He's just well, yeah, right.
Specifically on those the podcast,
yes.
Whatever the show is, I think he probably keeps it a little more together. But he whatever is the podcast is, he I want to see if I can find the clip real quick. I believe he just had on a Marley, and he smokes weed on these podcasts, and he wants to know why he's not smoking weed, and I don't think I have it here. And he pretty much just said, that's a very personal. I can't do it Jamaican. That's a very personal thing. I'm not going to come on camera and just smoke with you just to do it, just for the camera. And he was almost borderline offended by it.
Oh, he had Seth Green on, and I've never seen anyone as uncontrollably high as Bill Maher.
Yeah, very rarely. I think that when you're in the game of spoken word or doing anything where you have to kind of be on your toes, do I think weed is going to make you better. I think it can chill you out and for some people, but I just think if your job is to speak, I don't know that being super stoned is ever going to make you better at your job.
No.
Man, some breaking news out of the Ruskin area. A man who held his ex-girlfriend hostage overnight shot and wounded 2 Hillsborough County deputies during a Thursday afternoon ambush in Ruskin. Always weird sleeper crimes happening in Ruskin. Before a third deputy killed him, according to the Hillsborough County Sheriff Chad Chronister. The sheriff said a woman went to Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office substation on Thursday morning to request an order of protection against her ex-boyfriend. She told investigators that this guy, Dumchkowski, came to her home on Wednesday, bound her hands with zip ties, shoved a sock in her mouth, taped it shut, and held her at gunpoint, threatening to kill her. She escaped on Thursday morning after convincing him she had an appointment. According to the sheriff, detectives tracked the guy to Shell Point in Ruskin using a drone. Believing he remained armed, when deputies pulled up to his location in a parking lot, the sheriff said the guy opened a vehicle side door and opened fire immediately. One deputy fell after being struck in the face, and a second deputy was shot in the neck inside his patrol car before a third deputy took a tactical position and ended up killing this guy. According to Chronister, authorities flew both injured deputies to Tampa General Hospital. There has been no public information released yet about their condition.
Man, I hope they're okay.
Getting shot in the face, shot in the neck.
Can the drone just shoot the dude?
Probably not yet.
Okay.
I think we're building up to that.
All
I
right.
think if we can't, I want to think about that before I say it. I don't think I meant it. But I was going to say, if we can shoot an Iranian with a drone, why can't we shoot our own people?
Exactly.
If they're committing a crime. Dude, I saw a thing this morning. I don't know if it's real. It's they call them wisp drones, and they almost look completely invisible. They're like nothing but a little plastic see-through circle that builds up enough inertia to stay afloat, but when they're in flight, you can't even see them. And they're using them in for monitoring and military operations and things like that. We're screwed. We can't beat it. Whether it's creating dead people.
You missed it. I'm sorry. Your boy was on the screen a second ago.
Oh, Mike?
Not Mike's from Weather Page.
Oh, Mike Cernak.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Was on the screen there?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no, that's us. No, he was in the screen.
Oh, he must be testing it. We're trying to get we're trying to get Bone TV ready for tomorrow, so maybe he's just testing the screen.
Oh, that makes sense.
That's so good. I hope you guys get Bone TV tomorrow.
Or he's infiltrating, and he's just like, you pricks want to mess with me? He's like, I'll take over your damn show. We're going live from Mike Cernak's office right now. Man, a typical day in Pensacola turned into a surprise of a lifetime for some folks. Video provided showed the U.S. Navy Blue Angels flying close to beachgoers on Wednesday. The flyover was part of the Breakfast with the Blues air show, which kicked off Wednesday. The video showed a Blue Angel flying by before beach tents and sand flew everywhere. Everyone was excited. We knew it was a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Major mixed messaging coming out because I saw Pete Hegseth tweeted out the low flyovers will continue until morale is boosted or something. But I guess this has happened before, and it cost multiple people their jobs. So whether or not this is something to celebrate or something that somebody's going to get in trouble for, I don't think it's been determined. But, man, that looked wild.
Yeah.
And I don't even know that you could begin to understand the sound and the noise that happens when a fighter jet like that flies right over your head. And some of the still shots, I don't know. I haven't seen, the exact distance of how low they were, how far they were from the ground. But, I mean, they were right over people's heads. And I thought it was pretty cool, actually. I mean, probably dangerous and everything, but it looked pretty cool.
I mean, it's badass and no harm, no foul. There was no crash or anything.
Someone's complaining though.
I
got sand in my eye.
It's happened. It didn't happen today, but it happened. So today's Thursday. So it happened on Monday and Tuesday. Fighter jets right behind the house. The first time
your house?
Yeah, the first time we saw it. And I saw it before I heard it, kind of in the distance. I go, that looks like a fighter jet. And then sure enough, by the time it got within eye range, it was just this loud roaring noise. And then I heard that noise repeatedly over the span of 2 days.
You ever hear a B-17 bomber come in, the gigantic ones?
I don't think so.
Oh, they used to land out at McCoy Air Force Base near my parents' house.
Loud?
So loud. Just
Yeah, they, nothing like a Black Hawk, but they're scary and they will sneak up on you. All right, let's step aside for a moment. When we come back, plenty more to get into. I will deliver the story about the man inside the porta potty, which is an underrated fear of mine. I'll give you the details. I don't even think we know how the guy ended up in there, but we'll give you the details on that story. And another local creep caught in the aisles of a Publix. I'll give you all the details on that and a bunch more on the back half of John's Joints. Don't go anywhere. Keep it locked to 102.5 The Bone.
That'll be the day when you say goodbye. That'll be the day when you make me cry. You say you're gonna leave.
John's Joints brought to you by Tiza Energy. It's the pouch you dip between your cheek and your gum. Love this product. I've been using it for years. It's a great way to get alert, focused energy that you can't find anywhere else. Of course, if you're trying to beat a habit, it is a perfect way to stop dipping, vaping. Ladies, I know there's a lot of you out there who have a man in your life who loves to spit his nasty chaw right into a Mountain Dew bottle, and it's disgusting, and you wish you could tongue him down the way that you used to. Maybe order him a case of Tiza. TizaEnergy.com. Use the code BONE20 for 20% off. You can also peep the store locator that'll show you all the different places that Tiza is stocked and stocked well. You can also just go to Amazon, subscribe and save. Have a box of Tiza showing up at your door every single week. Flavors for everybody from minty, fruity, and spicy. We love you, Tiza. Why spit? Pooh! When you can swallow.
Ooh.
You're You're listening to Senning Show on 102.5 The Bone. Stream Real Raw Radio live. Anytime on the free 102.5 The Bone app. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
That earlier multi-vehicle crash at Pinellas is still there. Ranger present, blocking the right lane, 275 south ramp from westbound Gandy. Lane closure due to a wreck Tyrone Boulevard north between 66th Street and 38th Avenue. Hillsborough, report of traffic lights not working properly. Kennedy Boulevard at West Shore Boulevard. Caution. Earlier police activity, US 41 north and south. Both directions, the right lane blocked at Shell Point Road. This is Eric with traffic.
2001 Odyssey is Tampa's #1 nude club on Florida's West Coast with over 300 of the hottest exotic dancers. 2001 Odyssey has been voted the #1 nude club by Best of the Bay. Check out the world-famous 2001 spaceship and encounter the wildest dancing in Tampa Bay. The after party happens every night. Full liquor next door. 2001 Odyssey, 275 in Raymond James Stadium on Dale Mabry, better known as The Strip.
Hey, it's Alex Flores from Furman Chevrolet in Brandon. You know, as a veteran, it's important to me that men and women who served our country always feel welcome here because you deserve it. And there's a reason we're #1 Chevy dealer in Tampa. At Furman Chevy Brandon, we say yes. Yes to transparent pricing, no dealer add-ons, no inflated markups. Yes to paying top dollar for your trade. And from me personally to all my brothers and sisters who served in the armed forces, yes, you are always welcome here. Come see us on Adamo Drive or visit FurmanChevy.com. Furman Chevy of Brandon. Together, let's drive.
I'm Ultima Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Every time one of my children started driving, it was terrifying. I am quite aware of the dangers being on the road. Thousands of accidents happen across the country. We see it every day. These families' lives will be changed in an instant. We fight for these families as if they were our own. We've become America's largest injury law firm by winning cases just like these. If you've been injured in a car accident, call us.
Injured? Dial pound law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
A cat named Mo, and you know your AC never picks a convenient time to quit, so when it does, call the company Tampa Bay Homeowners Trust, Blue Bear Total Home Services. With a perfect 5-star rating and over 500 Google reviews, Blue Bear shows up, does the job right, and stands behind their work. Right now, you can get 0% financing for 60 months or payments as low as $104 a month on a new AC system. Plus, get a Rude electric water heater for just $1,000 with any new AC purchase. Blue Bear, TotalHomeservices.com. The 5-star difference starts here.
You asked for it, and now it's back. At Jerry Om during the Make This Summer Sales event, save thousands on every Ram model. Drive in your Ram 1500 with 0% APR available or up to $23,000 off MSRP. Wait, did you say $23,000 off? Sure did. Plus, every new Ram comes with a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty. That's crazy. Also, Jerry Om is beating all deals by $2,000 across the U.S. Jerry Om. Tampa is Om Country. Online at jerryom.com. Call 855-492-4405 for complete details.
Is your financial advisor managing your risk or just a spreadsheet? Hi, I'm Jeff Jr., founder of Trajan Wealth. Many financial advisors rely on target date funds, which are one-size-fits-all portfolios that don't know your name, your family, or your goals. And that passive management can leave you dangerously exposed. At Trajan, we look at the whole picture, not just the stocks everyone else buys, but the private market opportunities most advisors ignore. And as fiduciaries, we build a strategy around you, coordinating your investments, tax strategy, and estate into one cohesive plan. Your financial life deserves more than just a generic portfolio. Real planning isn't a stack of statements. It's the confidence of knowing where your income will come from for the next 30 years. Good enough isn't good enough for your family. It's time for a change. Schedule your complimentary consultation today. Call 855-TRAJAN-1. That's 855-TRAJAN-1.
Advisory services through Trajan Wealth, LLC, an SEC registered investment advisor. Private equity investments require accreditation. Other services through Trajan Estate and Trajan Tax. Additional disclosures at TrajanWealth.com.
There's so many great reasons to get into the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in the month of July, like the $400,000 bonus time slot tournament, which happens every Tuesday. And on Wednesdays, it's the $295,000 blackjack tournament. Plus, the Summer Asian Food and Music Festival is happening. Chippendales ladies are coming to town, and the hilarious Joe Coy. It all goes down at the coolest place in Tampa, the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino. Stop in there, win big, and tell them Mike Calta sent you.
Tampa Bay homeowners have already told us what they expect from an HVAC company. And now, CMG Tampa has the data. From emergency response expectations and online reviews to warranties, pricing, and technician professionalism, our custom HVAC research study reveals what drives homeowner decisions. Want a free analysis before your competitors see it? Email research at theboneonline.com today.
From the FIFA World Cup to competitive business environments, grand ambitions lead to game-changing achievements. At Bank of America, we're there to support businesses at every step, providing insights and expertise to help you gain an edge.
He shoots, he scores!
What would you like the power to do? Explore winning business solutions at BofA.com/gamechangers. Bank of America, official bank of the FIFA World Cup 2026.
On BritBox, there is a place where stories twist like cobblestone roads, grand manners hide secrets, and stakes are higher than seaside cliffs. Find places worth getting lost in on BritBox. Watch new series like The Other Bennett Sister from the world of Jane Austen and A Woman of Substance starring Golden Globe winner Brenda Blethyn. If you want to get away, you're in the right place. Stream the best of British TV on BritBox. Free trial at BritBox.com.
Help deliver Christmas magic all year long. Christmas in July is a month-long community-wide fundraiser to help raise funds for activities, experiences, and toys for St. Joseph's Kids. You can donate at give2stjosephkids.org, or you can also come out for Christmas in July and make a donation at the new Baycare Arc, 3109 West Dr. Martin Luther King Boulevard from 7 a.m. to noon.
This isn't drive-through injury law. It's made to order. Vera and Vera.
Tampa. Now, a weather update from the Sun Toyota Weather Center.
Sun, Toyota.com.
Meteorologist Jim Weber to Sky Tower Weather Center. Scattered clouds for today. We will see a few storms as we go through the afternoon. Daytime high of 92. That rain chance holds right around 30% for today. Increasing clouds for tonight. Muggy night. Low temperature of 80. Those rain chances, they'll be heading up Friday, heading into the weekend. Mainly cloudy skies on Friday. Daytime high of 91. That rain chance up to 60%.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine. Accident attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Now, back to Senning Show. With your host, John Senning.
Welcome back to Senning Show. I'm John Senning. He's Dizzy. That is Drew Garabo. He's got Drew Garabo Live headed to your direction in about 20 minutes. By the way, we were talking right before we came on about, you were saying you watched Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
Have you seen or heard anybody talking? I think I talked about it briefly about this Worst Neighbor Ever documentary series that just came out on Netflix. It's like they did the worst ex ever, and I think it's like maybe the third season, but this was the worst neighbor ever. The last episode of this season, there's like a major Breaking Bad tie-in to, this is going to be a spoiler, but of how this woman disposed of a body. And like they even bring up the scene from Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
This girl did the same exact thing and then ran like a siphon system out of the acidic barrel into the common garden in an apartment complex. And people were like complaining because they're like, it smells terrible. All of the plants in the garden are dying and nobody knew why. And it's because she was disposing of this body Breaking Bad style and then letting the liquid run into the shared garden inside the neighborhood.
That was aggressive for Breaking Bad to do that within the first couple of episodes. You know what I mean? Like people are like,
bathtub thing?
Yeah.
I thought that was awesome.
Oh, I did too, but
okay.
like it would turn people off from the show that might be into the later stuff, you know?
Yeah, that was it's something else. And it seems like it works actually, believe it or not.
What was the hardest scene to watch in Breaking Bad? Do you have one? Because one comes to mind for sure.
I know the one that comes to mind immediately.
When they ran over the dude's head.
There's actually two that just popped into my head.
What was yours?
Well, I'll give you 1 and 1A. When they shoot the kid, when Landry shoots the kid, and then the other one when Jesse's girlfriend is dying and Walt just stands there and watches.
That's the one I was thinking of, the dying one. I was like, damn, he's just watching her choke on her own.
I don't know. Todd shooting the kid was the absolute worst.
Yeah, that one was pretty bad.
It was pretty hacky.
Todd, that's his
Emotionally.
name.
Yeah.
He'll always be Landry to me. Yeah. Bring back Friday Night Lights.
Oh, what a show.
Make your plans August 7th. It's all going down at Janice Live, the second annual St. Pete Grunge Fest. The first one was huge. We did a 2000s version a few months back, and everybody has a great time. Still Alive, the ultimate Pearl Jam tribute band, Foo Fighters tribute experience, and In a Nutshell, a tribute to Alice in Chains. Tickets only $10.25. You can go to janicelive.com to get your tickets, or just go get them for free. Toucans in Clearwater Beach, Triple Crown in Clearwater, local sports bar in St. Pete, Thirsty First, or Harbor Bar. All you got to do is walk in and talk to the bartender and say, give me them tickets, and it'll be that simple. Drew and I will be hosting the event. It's going to be a great time. Friday, August 7th. We hope to see you there.
One of the most legendary venues in the Southeast, Janice Live, and this is a free show if you know where to get your tickets. What a great vibe.
It really is. You think they'll do this one?
Maybe.
All right, this story's kind of gone a little silent, but it's getting more and more intriguing. When we first started bringing it up, we said it has all the makings for a true crime podcast because we just keep finding out all these new little details. This has to do with Nolan Wells. This is the kid who was with his friends, in air quotes. They went on a boat. Something happened where he ended up dead. His friends have one story. There are other stories of a fight and everything in between. The big-time attorney, Ben Crump, is now involved. And now the details of a boating accident or something gone awry on the boat. They actually have the audio of the kids calling for help after the boat was taking on water.
10 days after 18-year-old Nolan Wells was found dead on the shores of Mississippi's Horn Island, his family...
That's Horn Island, not to be confused with Horn Island again.
...and their lawyers having their first face-to-face meeting with the local district attorney.
We did not get all the answers we want.
Nolan went on a 4th of July boat trip with friends. After some of them returned without him, his mom contacted police.
Police report her 18-year-old son, Nolan Wells, missing passing at 3 on Horn Island.
And now NBC News has obtained new audio, part of a records request, of a call made to a private towing company by some of Nolan's friends.
We're thinking, can you all please come?
A mom of one of those friends wrote last week that the group left without Nolan when their boat began malfunctioning and that Nolan decided to stay on the island.
Is everybody on board in good health otherwise?
Yeah, everybody's on board.
As Nolan's family waits for answers, they've learned the case will be presented to a grand jury once the investigation is complete. The DA telling NBC News that's standard procedure for cases dealing with unknown causes of death and not an indication that a crime was committed.
We also agreed that we will have a mutual inspection of the cell phone with our experts and their experts.
Nolan's parents have said they believe
they had to have already looked into the boat and what happened to the boat, right? Because an easy answer would be some sort of crash or something happened on the boat. Maybe he was thrown from the boat. They just went into cover their ass mode. I would imagine the fact that they were able to kind of give a cause of death so quickly and kind of shut it down, unless there's it's Mississippi. This is the type of place where things like this happen. Unless there was just a concerted cover-up, you would think if there was evidence that something big happened on that boat and he could have been hurt during that, then that would have been the first thing we'd be hearing about.
I would think so, unless it impeded the investigation. Did you see who's paying Ben Crump's legal fees?
For this?
Yeah.
No.
Colin Kaepernick.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
The content may have been deleted from his cell phone and are still demanding a thorough and fair investigation.
We know in America, in the South, certain people are investigated differently.
The Jackson County Sheriff telling me his investigators have interviewed several witnesses and are still piecing together details.
Do you feel like you're getting useful information that's been helpful to figuring out what happened?
Yes, sir. We're getting very useful information, and we appreciate the public coming forward.
I will say, all jokes aside about Ben Crump always needed to put his nose into places that with a racial element. Like, this is the kind of situation where him just coming to town changes the whole vibe. Like, if he doesn't come to town and this stays a small town, deep South Mississippi news story, not saying that they are or were, but if there was any malfeasance or there was something going on with the investigation and people that were connected were trying to shut it down, that is much, much harder to do now that Ben Crump is there and this is national news. So right or wrong, some of the stuff that he gets himself into, I think these are the type of cases where just the attention of him being there is enough to bring some credibility, hopefully, to the entire investigation.
No question he's an opportunist. He looks for cases like this, but like you said, one in every, I don't know how many cases, they need the type of amplification that Ben Crump can provide.
Dude, this next story is in Kansas City, which made me think of the fact that I saw these videos all day. Did you guys see who Jelly Roll brought out last night at their concert in Kansas City?
No.
It kind of goes against all my Jelly Roll hating energy I've been putting out there. In Kansas City, Jelly Roll last night, while he was opening up for Post Malone, brought out Tech Nine.
Oh, wow, your boy.
Yeah, pretty cool. He did that Red Kingdom song, the anthem for Kansas City, so I thought that was pretty cool.
I didn't know Tech Nine was from Kansas City.
Oh, dude, that's his whole...
Really?
That's literally his whole identity, yeah. KC-Mo. Oh, yeah. Big Kansas City guy.
Oh,
I think they were even playing that Red Kingdom song like before every Chiefs game.
I think you're right.
Wow.
Yeah.
Epstein Tech Nine, Einstein Tech Nine.
Einstein Tech Nine.
That came on my
that's
Apple
a
Music
great
today.
song,
It
dude.
is. It came on my Apple Music, and I'm like, I've never heard this song before, but it's pretty badass.
Oh, dude, I'm going to have to play it now. That
Oh,
you
hell
mentioned
yeah.
it. It's this is the how long until I have to dump it game, but
How long till an N-word ruins everything?
he doesn't use those a lot.
That's a crazy sentence, by the way. I love telling N-word for everything.
Oops.
2000 style.
Okay.
There's two.
There was
the N-word's ruined it all.
There was two. But that is
Always an N-word.
That goes to the neighborhood.
Look at you, dude, getting old school Tech Nine and Juggalo, straight up ICP, dude. Who are you, man?
I don't know. I don't know what's going on with my Apple Music algorithm, but I'm not mad at it at all.
I like it, man.
Yeah, I know you would. Whoop, whoop.
I really do. Man, the idea of somehow, like, I don't know how it could ever happen, but an underrated nightmare fear of mine is somehow you end up inside a porta potty. Like again, factually and literally, how could it happen where you end up in the blue goo down there?
No.
But it did happen. Firefighters in Kansas City found themselves in a mess this week after responding to a distress call from a man who had become hopelessly trapped inside of a porta potty. Multiple firefighting units and an ambulance were called to the scene Wednesday to handle the emergency evacuation. In videos posted to X, the guy who has not been identified is seen clamoring for help from inside the porta potty's basin. Like that. I feel like it used to be also, it was an urban legend type thing, but that like people would be in there.
What do you
Like,
mean
go into a
people
porta,
would be
like
in
you
there?
go into the porta potty and like there's people like, hey.
Like in the blue goo?
Yeah, like they'll get you.
That'd be a good horror movie,
Dude, the blue goo.
Creatures from the blue goo.
Creatures from the blue goo. Rescuers were ultimately forced to take drastic action using specialized equipment to cut apart the porta potty and extract the man who was wedged beneath the seat. Firefighters successfully saved the victim, ensuring he was safely removed from the crappy situation. Dude, there's a video of the fire department bringing out the hose and hosing him down after he gets out of
You
there.
got to put one between my eyes and just call it a day.
Oh, that would be
after
tough
that.
to come back from.
Yes,
like in life.
I don't want to.
Yeah.
I still think porta potty. I have a lot of problems with restrooms as a whole. Like, I think we're living in the ice ages when it comes to. We were talking about it yesterday. Like just hearing people go to the bathroom, smelling people go to the bathroom. Like, it's 2026, but. Porta potty specifically, the fact that like you go into a porta potty and just everybody else everything is just right there within eye shot. Like there's no chemicals that we can have down there that just make it all evaporate or something. Like what are we doing here?
I don't know. When Matt and Dee have a party and they have a porta potty like in their yard, that's the most bearable porta potty because everyone there.
And it's never been used. It's been
our friends.
Well, yes, and it just arrived. It just arrived. It's being used for the first time. It's the Reggae Rise Up Day 3 into the night porta potty that are the things of nightmares.
Other than the gathering of the Juggalos, what music festival do you think has the worst porta potties at the end of the festival?
I mean, that's got to be a hard number one. like number two is far. Number two is far away. It's definitely the gathering. But I would think
so.
I would think. Oh yeah.
Not like a South by Southwest or Coachella.
No,
that goes for days and
it's
days
a gathering.
and days.
I think it's less about the amount of time and more about the type of people,
the drugs and the people
and all of those different things. I mean, Rockville is in there.
You said something earlier in the show, and I don't think you even realized how brilliant it was.
Okay.
It was accidental brilliance,
Okay.
and I damn near texted you when you were talking about that cruise ship documentary,
Yeah.
and you said you could not fathom something. A fathom is a unit of measurement in the ocean.
You don't think I knew that, dude?
Yeah, I don't.
You don't think that I've been sitting here waiting for somebody to?
I know you.
Who's testing me, really?
You know, yeah. I like to throw little deep jokes out there sometimes to see if
Sorry, guy.
if Dizzy gets it. But,
Sorry, guy.
Yeah, no, fat.
Brilliant. Brilliant. I was in my car and I'm like, John has no idea how brilliant that thing he just said is.
Half of what you just said is true. By the way, this story, I hate to tie in this porta potty story to the other one, but did you see that update from that music festival up in Michigan where they found the baby in the porta potty?
No, what's the update?
So, the belief was initially that like this was possibly some sort of terrible accident or something where the woman didn't know she was pregnant or maybe had the baby like there. The police have now determined that it was a viable child, and they believe that the child was brought into the music festival and was like 4 weeks old. Like it wasn't as somebody accidentally gave birth there. That baby was most likely brought into the festival grounds
to be dropped in the.
Yeah. And they've like got a big reward now. I would think you'd be able to do some sort of DNA testing, and I'm sure that's what they're in the process of doing, but they don't know. They literally have no answers on who did this. I think it's like a $15,000 reward now, but the newest update was that baby probably came there, a baby alive.
Can't you just drop your kid off at a fire station and you won't get in trouble?
That's very responsible.
It's the equivalent of the dog we were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
You're just dropping it in a cage in the forest for no reason.
Now, how do we know the 4-week-old kid didn't just decide, hey, I want to go check out a music festival?
I like the music.
The electric
trapped
forest,
in the bathroom.
yeah. That's actually a good point. I didn't think about
Thank
that.
you.
I didn't think about that at all. All right, I'm all burnt up. What a show! What a day! Thank you, Diz. Thank you, Drew. Appreciate you doing everything.
Oh yeah, I'll miss you guys tomorrow.
Yeah, well, we will be. Yes, thanks for reminding me. We will be out at the Wyndham Resort on Clearwater Beach, broadcasting live from 1 to 4, and then after the program from probably about 4:30, we will be hosting a bourbon tasting event courtesy of Liquor Depot and Angels Envy. First come, first serve. It is free. I think we're gonna have plenty of room. I would say still get there a little bit before 4 o'clock to make sure that you've got your spot. The Wyndham's going to have food for purchase to pair along with the bourbons and all of that. So it'll be a great time. So we'll see you hopefully on Bone TV as well. 1 o'clock tomorrow live from Clearwater Beach. Everybody have a great night.
Have fun, boys.
Don't go anywhere. Drew Garabo Live is coming up next. Real quick, let me tell you about Bubble Down Car Wash. We got so many things working against us. Saharan dust, rain, birds, bugs, pollen, sand from the beach here in the state of Florida. It's tough to keep your car clean, but when you go unlimited with Bubble Down, you don't have to worry about any of that, because if it's clean today, dirty tomorrow, go right on back through, experience the long wash tunnels, the spacious vacuums, and the amazing attentive staff that's always there to take care of you. They've got locations in Tampa, Brandon, Riverview, Wesley Chapel, Palm Harbor, Spring Hill, now in South Tampa, and on Belcher in Clearwater. Get in there today. You will have the cleanest car in town every time you bull down. Bye-bye.
But ooh, it's lasted.
You're listening to Senning Show on 102.5 The Bone. We are Real Raw Radio. 102.5 The Bone. Budweiser Grill for America's Summer Sweepstakes. Win a $10,000 outdoor grilling package featuring an outdoor kitchen from Tampa Bay Outdoor Kitchens, a $1,000 gift card from Wild Fork Meat and Seafood Market, and a summer supply of Budweiser. Visit theboneonline.com to find a location to register nearest you. Join the Bone's John Senning Saturday, July 25th from noon till 2 at Wild Fork Meat and Seafood Market on Southdale Mabry in Tampa. Come register to win a Traeger grill and a $100 gift card from Wild Fork Foods. It's the Bone's very own hot grill summer. Celebrate Budweiser's 150th anniversary alongside America's 250th. Backyard grilling, ice cold Budweiser, and premium meats and seafood. Budweiser Grill for America's Summer Sweepstakes from Tampa Bay Outdoor Kitchens, Wild Fork Meat and Seafood Market. Budweiser at 102.5 The Bone. Now, A Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
Starting to see some delays accumulate on your primary routes. US 41 north and south at Shell Point Road. Both directions still have police activity and right lane blockage. In Pinellas, 131st Street north of 102nd Avenue. A crash involving a bike. Fire rescue on the scene. Closure presently on 131st. Reroute yourself. This is Eric with traffic.
We all know someone who's been serious about cooking. They've spent years honing their craft, and when they step in the kitchen, you don't get in their way. You let them cook. Farah and Farah has been serving up justice since 1979. Injured? Let Farah cook, Tampa.
This is Mav, spokeseagle for Veteran Air, the home services company proud to serve you. Other than Freebird, I'm the most electrifying bird you'll hear on the radio. No, you know what? Including Freebird, because no one does electric like Veteran Air. Our electricians are experts at installations and repairs, big and small. And for a limited time, we're providing free home electrical safety inspections. Shocked? Well, don't be. Visit veteranair.com to learn more. Veteran Air.
A medical emergency can change your life in an instant. And Advent Health's ER experts have one priority: you. Afterwards, the care doesn't stop. What comes next matters just as much. The choices, the milestones, the living. Because here, second chances are just the beginning. Florida's leader in heart and stroke care. TheERexperts.com.
Mike Calta here for Shark Coast Tactical. The Summer Palooza series continues this Saturday with Silence Co. and Trijicon Day. Check out the latest Silence Co. suppressors paired with the industry-leading optics and red dots from Trijicon. Plus factory reps, one-day-only deals, giveaways, exclusive savings, and expert advice to help you build the perfect setup. Shark Coast Tactical, Bee Ridge Road in Sarasota. Often imitated, never duplicated. SharkCoastTactical.com.
Oh, say, can you save at Crown Nissan's Star Spangled Sales Event? Get big, booming savings across our new lineup, like a new Nissan Sentra, starting at $250 a month with only $46.38 due at signing, or a new Nissan Rogue, only $299 a month, only $4,069 due at signing. Don't miss out. Start shopping today at Crown Nissan, the better way to buy and service.
Call 727-3415-013 for complete details.
Welcome to Huntington Bank. We're new here, but we've been around since 1866.
Wow, that's a long time.
Long enough to know that insightful bankers, great products, and customer service make a big difference. Let's get more from money. Switch to Huntington Bank. Welcome.